Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today we have Paris in Generation 1. Paris is quite an interesting run because I haven't done a run with Paris or Parasect since really the race in yellow version. It's been a really long time. In fact, I remember doing the Paris red and blue run really close to after the yellow run because I had a whole bunch of like Paris still on the mind. As you can see, the Paris the last run is 105, but that's Parasect. Paris, however, is a little bit different. It's got a lot less stats, and that's all you really need to know. It has a lot less stats. Parasect, you were able to badge boost your way past some fights, whereas Paris is still so incredibly slow that even with badge boosting, you still will not be able to outspeed some Pokemon like Charizard. So I'm probably going to do some extra training, pick up some extra vitamins. I want to make for darn sure that I can beat like rival 5, 6, and the champion. Quite frankly, they're all the hardest. And the reason why they're the hardest is because they start out with the Pidgeot, and we have a 4 times weakness to flying. So he usually has good AI. So he's always going to use wing attack, which is going to be real painful. Ironically, if we had like a psychic weakness, it might be slightly easier because then he'd use agility, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Oh boy, but pretty much this run is not crazy like different. Like there's not much we can really do across runs. Like I watched J Rose's run, which was very old. But I watched Gym Leader's Matt run, who's also very old. Both of them I think were around 3 years old, so they probably came out really close to each other in time. But for the most part, I think the strategy is really simple. Both J Rose and Gym Leader Matt were able to do Brock at level 19. I can't do that. Both Gym Leader Matt and J Rose both use in-game time. I use real time, and Matt said it took him 14 attempts to beat Brock. So I don't have the time for 14 attempts. So we're just gonna get to level 20. Make it real simple there. Then from there, it's pretty much status quo. Try and get to level 27 before Misty. If we get to level 27 before Misty, great. If we don't get to level 27 before Misty, probably going to be fine just because we have a resistance to water moves and we have Spore at that point. And if not Spore, Leech Life is still good enough because it's super effective against Starmie. Although the battle with Staryu might be a little bit hard. After that, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just kind of do the best you can with Spore, Body Slam, Dig, eventually Swords Dance. Unfortunately, Growth, Slash don't really get used in this run, and Leech Life gets outpaced pretty quickly. I think we will do early Erica because Leech Life is 4 times effective. It has Stab. And after Erica, you pretty much get access to Silphco, so pretty much I'll get access to Swords Dance relatively early. Therefore, I could just teach right over Leech Life. So might as well use the Leech Life's 4 times super effectiveness while I still can. After that, that's pretty much our moveset for the whole game. It's Body Slam, Leech Life, Body Slam, Spore, Swords Dance, Dig. Pretty much doesn't really change throughout the entirety of the run. I know you're probably thinking, oh, but Mimic. Here's the thing. This moveset, it's pretty good. You don't really need Mimic like anywhere in this entire run. It would be nice to use Mimic on, let's say, Rival 5 or even using it on Lorelei, but you'd have to get rid of a very important move. Or, did I say 5? I meant 6. But you'd have to get rid of an important move. You're not going to get rid of Body Slam, and you're not getting rid of Dig. You need Dig for Agatha, which is too late in the game, and you need Body Slam for basically everybody. So and you're not going to get rid of Swords Dance or Spore, so there's just no room for Mimic. But with all that said, I think the planning is pretty much done. Basically, we just kind of have to figure out where we need to train, which is going to be the hard part. I think we're just going to train in all of the regular spots where if you have dig, you want to train. So the spots that you would want to train with dig is Cycling Road. That's pretty much it. Dig is good against all the poison types in Cycling Road. There will need to be more spots to train. I think we'll probably train in Blaine's gym. If maybe not, never mind. We're 4 times weak to fire. Even hit by an ember would really suck. We could train in Giovanni's gym. We could train the Fighting Dojo. We could probably train in the gym for Sabrina. She does have some some ghost Pokemon, but I think that we pretty much just can't get hit by Confuse Ray or Hypnosis, and then we'll probably be fine there. So I'll just have to save. Do I have my handy dandy notebook? I don't know what that means. All right. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I just realized I forgot to bring up the move set on my other monitor. There we go. Oh, it's Blue's Clues. I remember Steve from Blue's Clues. I did not like Blue's Clues. I didn't really like a lot of the PBS stuff. Like, I didn't really like Curious George, Blue's Clues, Sesame Street. I didn't really like any of them. I mean, I like a lot of kid shows, but whenever a show talks to you like a child, I hated it. Like Steve would constantly talk to you like you're a 3-year-old. Like, all right, now it's time to head over to the front door. Like, I hate that. The worst feeling in the world being I don't know. My at work, the person in the cubicle next to me just became a grandmother, and I constantly hear her on FaceTime, baby speaking to the baby, and I can't stand baby speaker. It just feels like being talked down to. It like, it's just garble noise, and I hate it. Very weird. All right. Anyways, would I do Heart Gold Soul Silver? I mean, probably not, just because my overlay is not set up for it. I would be up for it if I had like Speed's overlay for it, but here's the other thing. I also don't even remember the story, so Speed would have to be there with me to make sure that I go in the right direction. Like, I know the Gen 2 story, but I don't remember if there's any deviations to the story. I don't know if there's items I need to pick up before certain people. Like, I know the Gen 2 story. All right. Oh, right. I also wanted to pull up the nicknames before we get started on the vertical. Had a lot of nickname suggestions this stream. All right, so we got... All right, actually, let me go ahead and get started on the vertical first. Hello, everybody on the vertical stream. If you want to hear the moveset and stats, make sure to check out the horizontal stream. For now, we're going to go ahead and get started. But before we get started, we're going to go ahead and pick the nickname for the stream. If you don't know where to get your nickname selected, make sure to check out my community page where you can see the poll and you can comment on the poll for the nickname. And I just pick a nickname that's from the nickname choices. So we got Shroom, we got Go Paris, or maybe he was just voting for Paris. We got Trippy, we got Paris but spelled like the city, we got Spore, and we got Speedy. A lot of nicknames for one run, but I think for the first run, I think I'm gonna go with Andrew Palmer's nickname and go with Paris, but spelled with an I. And then for the second run, I like Speedy. I think it's very funny, considering it's like one of the slowest Pokemon in the entire game. It's like right down there with Slowpoke. All right. All right, change that. All right, well, it's going to be quite a lot of... Actually, this is going to be one of the most interesting starts to a run you guys will ever see on my entire channel. I will not be going to Pewter City, nor will I be going to the rival. First thing. Believe it or not, we cannot beat the Weedle. Paris cannot beat the Weedle before level, I think it was like somewhere between, oops, I gotta start over again. I forgot the nickname. Before 10 to 12. I don't remember exactly what level it needs to be, but Paris literally cannot beat the Weedle before level like 10 to 12. So that means we actually have to do a lot of pre-training to get to beat the Weedle. And quite frankly, I don't even remember why level 12. I think level 12 is the level it gets Stun Spore, and you can kind of get the Weedle to hit you with Poison Sting less if it's not hitting you with just moves in general because of being stunned. Hello, G, Chagola, and Poriah. Welcome to the stream. We are playing a slightly modified version of Pokemon Red and Blue, where Paris is our starting Pokemon. I have the overlay set up, so all of the stats are in real time. It's just going to be a run where we only use Paris for the entire game. We have to beat every single trainer from beginning to end with Paris. It is going to be a very hard challenge, and the beginning of the run is going to be extremely tedious, as some of the early trainers are the hardest trainers in the entire game for Paris. Brock is going to require us to train to level 20 for us to get to Leech Life. And the level 9 Weedle trainer in Viridian Forest is going to require us to train to level 12 for Stun Spore. So it's crazy, but we're actually going to have one of the slowest starts we're ever going to have. Oh, hello, Rex. Welcome to the stream. How good is Girafarig? Girafarig is one of the strongest Pokemon ever, at least for Gen 2. The reason why Girafarig is such a good Pokemon is its starting moveset. So it's a normal Psychic type that gets Stab Confusion and Stab Stomp at the very, very beginning of the game. So it essentially has Stomp, which is going to be 90 power, and has Confusion, which is going to be 75 power at the very, very beginning of the game, which is really, really good. I remember when Squidgy was just getting started with his channel, back when I talked to him a lot more, he mentioned to me that he would actually play a run with Girafarig every single time he recorded a video. He would run it with Girafarig, and then after he was done with the Girafarig run, he would then run whatever Pokemon he was going to be doing for that video. Because the run with Girafarig, just like, how should I put it? It's just perfect. Like, you do a tiny bit of training, but not a lot of training. The game isn't hard, but it's not too easy. It's just the right amount of challenge. Oh, well, we're not getting an extra vitamin. That sucks. I just blacked out. Let me add a reset. There we go. didn't realize I was speed tie with the Pidgey. I outsped it twice and I hit it with Scratch. I'm like, oh, well, I'm just going to knock it out with the next Scratch. So there's no point in running. And then it just outsped me and hit me with another Gust before I finished it off. Very unfortunate. I see that the over-under is 80% on the over currently. I put it at 127 because that's like the... Where it's kind of its peers are. I think its peers are Pokemon that had to train to nearly level 20 for Brock, which are Pikachu, Psyduck. But unlike Pikachu and Psyduck, Paris has a sleep move and Swords Dance. So I figured it would probably be better than both Pikachu and Psyduck. So that's why I kind of picked 127. But who knows? It might take me a run to figure out exactly what level I need to be and where for the second run to get under 127, whereas the first run might be very much not 127. We'll see. We'll definitely see. But it looks like you guys don't have a lot of faith in me right now, so I gotta prove you wrong. And unfortunately, Paris is not doing a very good job at that, knowing that it can't even beat Weedle. I would actually consider battling Pokemon in the grass north of Viridian, but unfortunately, the Pokemon in that grass, I think, might be considerably too strong for Paris. I am considering battling Pokemon left of the grass a little bit. I know there's some poison types in here, but here's the thing. There's Spearow in here, and Spearow will one-shot me with Peck. So I think it's probably a good idea to ignore the Spearow. But I'll go ahead and give this a try. This grass, if you guys don't know, this grass is technically the same exact grass as the one north of Viridian Forest. And that's because it's the same route. And if you're wondering, how is it the same route? There's a whole forest in between it. The right side of the forest, it's not that the Metapods are too strong, John. It's that the Metapods would take too much time to battle. Like they'll take like half of our PP in like a whole minute for a single Metapod. Anyways, the route to the right of Viridian Forest, you can pass the whole entire forest in like a second. So as far as the game is concerned, Viridian Forest is just this one small patch of grass in between this grass and Pewter. Interestingly enough, Paris has a weird time. This is the better game to technically play Paris in as far as the early game, because once we do get past the Weedle trainer, we can start beating up the Metapods and whatnot. But here's the thing: if we were playing red version, then all of the Caterpies we'd have to run away from until we're for darn sure we can one-shot them, or we don't get one-shot by them, because red version swaps out Caterpie for Weedle, and as you know, we're very, very weak to Weedle. This game has Caterpie, so we're not worried about it. Yellow version, interestingly enough, the Weedle trainer has a Caterpie, so you'd probably be able to beat that trainer earlier. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try Weedle trainer at 11, see how it goes. I'm going to grab the antidote. Even though our Pokemon looks all grassy and whatnot, it is certainly not poison type and therefore is susceptible to being poisoned. By the way, John, I am streaming in the Discord if you want to join at some point. Did I hear the death of physical gaming? I mean, physical gaming has been dying for a long time now. I didn't realize that there was one singular reason why. I mean, I knew about the death of physical gaming when I stopped going to GameStop and I started just buying games directly from the manufacturer's electronic copies. I used to have an entire, like, you guys remember those DVD stands? Like a stand that was like 3 feet high with like one slot all the way up to the top. So it held approximately like 30 games. Or no, it was probably closer to 40. Regardless, I had a whole one of those DVD stands filled with just Xbox games. And on top of that, I then had a whole shelf of Xbox games. All in all, I think I remember in high school, I counted how many Xbox games I had, and the total was somewhere around 86, 88 maybe. Now, a lot of them were like multiple copies of stuff, like not multiple copies of the same game, but multiple copies of the same franchise. So like I had Madden 06, 07, 08, 09. I had NCAA college football like 06, 07. Like a lot of the games that I used to buy from GameStop were from the $5 or less bin, which happened to be basically all the sports games. And as a guy who liked achievements, I also was fine with that because the sports games had some of the easiest achievements you could get. But that probably only accounted for like 50 of the 86 games. I had like Oddworld Munch Odyssey, like 2, Oddworld Munch Odyssey, like Evolution. I had, oh man, I had so many games. Like you could probably point out like a popular game title, and I probably had it. Not just for Xbox. I had quite a few PS2 games. Like I remember like Sly and Daxter or something like that, or Sly. No, there was Sly. It was like Sly the Fox or something like that. I had, oh my god, they just came out with a new game, something in time. I had 2 copies of that. Sly Cooper, that was it. Yeah. I had so many games. Jack and Daxter, yeah, I think I had 2 of those. They just came out with a new one, I think, actually, like 4 or 5 years ago. Oh my god, you guys remember the team up games? Like there was a game where you could play as Danny Phantom, Jimmy Neutron, Timmy Turner. There was like a group, like a group together game. I remember that one was pretty fun. Oh man, I had so many games. I obviously had the most popular titles. I had like Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. I had BioShock 1, 2, Infinite. Let's see. I also had Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, 4, World at War, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. I had the Simpsons Road Rage. Yeah, I had that one too. Someone in Lost V said that. Oh man, I had so many games. It's funny because I don't really buy a whole lot of games now. Now I play a lot of the same games. A lot of those same games. Now I just play them with mods and it randomized. Oh man. so many good memories playing those games. I remember some of the earliest Xbox 360 games. I only owned like, let's say, 8 games total when the Xbox 360 was like real early, or at least real early to me. I had the Crash Bandicoot Twin Sanity. Gotta tell you, didn't make it very far. There was a part in Crash Bandicoot Twin Sanity really, really early on. Like, I'm talking like the first 10 minutes of the game. I couldn't get past it. So I considered that one a waste of money. Oh, I remember Call of Duty. So I don't know if it's an adult thing, but I remember as an adult, it's a lot easier to play games on the hardest difficulties. Like right now, I think it's as an adult you can be a little bit more cautious, or you can just be a little bit more smart, or you can utilize all of the stuff that's given to you. But like playing Call of Duty as a kid on the veteran difficulty was extraordinarily difficult. And I tried so hard to be good at that game, and I never got very far. I think I got like halfway through the game. There was a part where you have to save your captain. Oh, there was one thing in COD 4. I don't know how many of you guys played COD 4, but there's a mission in COD 4 where you and your captain have been, well, your captain's been shot, and you are waiting to be medevaced from a chopper, and you have to hold your ground until the chopper arrives. Playing that on the hardest difficulty in the game was impossible. As an adult, I now realize that you probably needed to kill all of the enemies. Like, you need to kill more enemies. But what I did as a kid, I would try to hide behind walls and pick off an enemy one at a time. If picking up them off at all, I would hide over and over, find new hiding spots, and they'd always kill me. Always. Never, like, there was no hiding spot that was safe. I'd try hiding behind a hill. Then they kill my superior officer, or whatever his name was. Then I would try being like right next to him, but like just slightly in front of him, so that I would take some of the bullets, he would take some of the bullets, but it just never worked. I think, oh man, that mission made me swear off Call of Duty. Like, I could do Call of Duty 2 and 3, but boy, was COD 4 hard. Oh man, I'm trying to think of some of the other games that I had. I'm literally drawing a blank. I had a lot of baseball games. I remember that. I used to really like baseball games. Now I don't play a single one of them. I'll still play the football games. I never liked the basketball games. I used to really like the baseball games because I used to be into baseball, so I used to know the players, and I used to like playing as certain players. Hey, John. It is now.
Oh, that's weird. Bit of a delay. Yeah, I was going to say the Call of Duties. Yeah, I beat most of them on max difficulty back in the day. It was so painful. You kept dying, and like you had to keep. You had to memorize where the enemies were going to spawn.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot harder to do as a kid. Kid brain just, it doesn't register everything that's happening.
Plus, you got so much more to do as a kid that, like, you know, like your mates are going to play and that, but you don't tend to sit there and just play the video game.
I remember there was another game that made me swear. Like, I used to go for all of the achievements. Like, I would literally Google how to do the achievements and all of that. I'd Google walkthroughs and whatnot. Just because I can watch somebody else do something doesn't mean I can repeat it myself. But like the Call of Duty thing, I couldn't do. There was one game I really, really liked, Resident Evil. Like, I was a big fan of Resident Evil. I had Resident Evil 2 for PlayStation 2, so there wasn't any achievements. But I had I had Xbox 360, which I was a really, really big achievement guy. Like when you 100% a game, I consider the game done. I consider the game like I did everything the game had available. Like, the game was done. Anyways, I tried so hard to 100% Resident Evil 5, and the hardest difficulty of Resident Evil 5, it wasn't that bad because I actually memorized the game. Like, I was so good at it. I played it so much. But there was a mission where it's one of those like the game moves itself missions. So you're on the back of like a Humvee or like a tank or something, and you're shooting a troll that's following you. That's fine. I can get past that, no problem. The very, very end, where it's just you and the troll battling each other, I could not, for the life of me, beat that troll ever. I beat every other mission on the expert or professional difficulty, but that troll I could not beat, and it was preventing me from getting like the complete the entire game on the hardest difficulty achievement, and it bothered me so much. And I put hours and hours into it, and I just could not beat it. And this is coming from the guy, when I said I memorized the game, I really memorized. Like, there were achievements in that game that was like, hey, play this game with people online, which I don't even think you can do now. So technically, they're like legacy achievements. But I would play with these people online who knew nothing, they were terrible at the game, and I was great at the game. I carried all the missions, but that one mission with the troll, oh my god, it bothered me so much.
Yeah, playing online, if you didn't have a mate that was equally as good as you.
Prototype. Prototype, you're right. I remember that exact mission. The Two Towers one with the monster right in front of the Mines of Moria. Oh my god. It was so hard for maneuverability. It was so hard on that mission. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, well, I can't remember what it's called, but I just remembered it was right in front of Moria.
Yeah, I feel like the differences between now with gaming, like brand new games versus old games, is the old games were just fun. Like, even bad ones were just fun.
I think the reason why they're fun is they're less like they're simple. Like a modern game, like let's say Elden Ring, all right? You can play that game for 1,000 hours and still not experience everything the game has to offer, which means the game's not replayable because you can just play it for 1,000 hours. Pokemon, I can play it 150 times with all the different Pokemon. 150 times from beginning to end, and I think there's a sense of accomplishment from doing something from beginning to end. And the other games are so simple and so short. You can get that sense of accomplishment in like a day or two, and then you just play it again. Whereas now games are just so complex, and you just don't play them again. You play them one time.
Well, I think it's what they were based on, right? You know, like games back in the day, like we're going back to Genesis and Super Nintendo, and before that, they were based off arcades, right? So, you know, partly because the technology wasn't there, partly because that's what was in the past, so that's what developers were working on, right? You know, developers build on other developers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you remember the innovations that come out, right? And so when we hit the finally the CE revolution, like the PlayStation, all of a sudden all this memory was available, you could make different sort of games that you couldn't make beforehand, right? I'm skipping the 64 because 64, well, it has perks like the 3D side of things. Space was the biggest part of gaming restriction. And then you finally hit like the PS2 to PS3 generation. I think that's peak free gaming, in my opinion, because people did not know what was the set standard, if you know what I mean. Like before Call of Duty 4, right? What was a shooter? What was the controller for shooter games? I think they were based off Halo 3, but even that wasn't quite, set in stone, if you know what I mean. So like you play different shooters, they'd have all sorts of different controllers. Like I remember playing Rainbow Six a lot, and then I play Resistance 1, and the controller layout was so different. And then Call of Duty 4 came out, and every shooter was similar to Call of Duty 4. Modern Warfare.
Well, yeah, some games, games just they kind of set the bar for all of them afterwards. Like, Call of Duty 4 also revolutionized wave-based games with zombies, and then they one up themselves.
World of War.
Yeah, World of War.
World of War.
So, World of War did that. Yeah, you're right. And then I think Black Ops took it one step further. But like wave-based games, I think World of War definitely set a bar.
Yeah, and so gaming is changing, and part of it's also the online space, right? Online, well, you probably remember growing up with GameCube and PS2, right? How often did you go online?
Never.
I did it once. Star Wars Battlefront 2 with the PS2.
I didn't even know how the PS2 had online.
Yeah, you had to pay for it. You had to.
I know the original Xbox had online, but back then we didn't have Ethernet, so online just wasn't a thing. Which is actually the reason why we didn't buy Halo. A whole bunch of my friends in elementary school told me to buy Halo, and I'm like, but how do I play Halo with you? And they're like, oh, you plug in your internet to the back of the Xbox. I'm like, I don't have that. And they're like, well, then you probably don't need Halo.
Oh, you should have still brought Halo for that. Like the single player in Halo's alone worth it, and plus the best part of Halo 1 to 3 was not internet; it was LAN parties.
Yeah, well, I didn't have that many friends. I had like.
You didn't have a friend with an Xbox, like a separate one.
Most of my friends, whenever we came over, we usually played Mario Kart 64.
Oh yeah, that's a good game.
Let's see. We actually played a lot of N64. Mario Party 2 and 1.
Pokemon Stadium mini games.
No. I actually just talked to Speed the other day. I never played Pokemon Stadium mini games like ever. I've seen people play them. I don't. They're okay. I think you had to play them as a kid to enjoy them now, but I never really played the stadium games, mini games.
It's a good challenge, actually. Playing single player against the hardest difficulty on AI on that one.
Online bully. I think if you're an N64 guy, then you probably know what I mean. Mario Party 1 might be the fairest Mario Party that's ever been made.
Right.
You ever played Mario Party 1?
Yeah.
2v2 mini games. One team gets 10 coins, one team loses 10 coins. In a 3v1, the 3 lose 5 coins each, the 1 wins 15 coins. The only way to add coins to the economy was to win 4-player mini games. Oh, the Bowser was brutal. Bowser's like, I'll take all your coins. Like, Bowser didn't give two shits about you. Heck, and the game was evil. One of the like 4 maps, the very first star that's basically always in the same spot, they put it right past Bowser. So you would go past Bowser and then you wouldn't be able to afford the star. Oh, dude, Mario Party 2 is my favorite of all the Mario Parties. Online bully. I like the newest Mario Party Superstars, because it has a lot of Mario Party 2 games in it. 7's my second favorite.
I was going to say with Paris, if you ever do Fire Red, Steve, Paris still has to train to level 20.
Okay, well, I just realized there's some time to be saving on the second one. I was not paying attention, and I totally just realized that I never even battled the 2 trainers in the forest, so I could save a little bit of time on the next run.
True. But yeah, I was just having a look, and Paris level 19 gets Leech Life in Fire Red.
Yeah, but that Brock has like a rock move, so that would be the worst.
Yeah. So level 20 is probably still a level you might be on in Fire Red. Oh, frozen.
Oh, that's Bide. Oh wait, but I don't care about Bide because Leech Life. Leech Life for some reason I think it is. John is able to read your comments, but only from having the stream open himself.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Obviously, no Mega Punch or Water Gun. Really? I can't knock out a Caterpie at this point? That's just sad.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, sorry, I'm disconnected for a bit. Internet problems.
That's all right. I'm trying to figure out how in the world I'm gonna beat the game in 1 hour.
I don't think you can.
I didn't realize Brock was gonna take 30 minutes. Usually training level 20 takes like 26 minutes.
Going off to Sydney, online bully. The New York of Australia.
Do you have to like fly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Australia's quite big.
Oh man, like going from one city to another just takes way too long driving. It's like America, right? If you have to go to Texas, California, you know, you can drive.
You're not talking to the right person. You're talking to a guy who drove from Ohio to Florida every single year. I'm literally
depends how long you're going to stay, right? Like, I would drive to Sydney if I'm staying there for a week, but if I'm only staying there for 2 days, it's not worth driving 8 hours down there and 8 hours back.
Well, yours is probably not a vacation, right? Ours is a vacation. So when it's a vacation, you'll gladly spend 18 hours in the car.
Yeah. People do that here as well. But yeah, I'm not going just for a week. I'm just going for 2 days, so it's not worth driving 8 hours there and 8 hours back.
Oh man, I couldn't imagine doing it. I was just there's this show I watched on Amazon Prime. It's called I Shouldn't Be Alive, and it's just people that put themselves in situations that they should have died and then they didn't. Anyways, one of the episodes was this guy. He went fishing with his daughter in Australia, and he lives there, obviously, so he's used to it. He had in his car 3 spare tires. 3.
Wow.
Because apparently when you go off-roading, it's not uncommon for a tire to pop. I imagine he only knows that because he lives there. I imagine when people rent cars, they don't have that many spare tires. Regardless, the guy wanted to go to a better fishing spot with his daughter, and it took him off-road, and all 3 of his spare tires broke, and because he traveled so far off the beaten path, people weren't going to come by there to find him, and it was such a far drive back to civilization, so he spent a very even Paris spent a very long time just walking back, and luckily his wife knew that he was missing and knew the area ish that he'd be in, so they eventually got found, but it was not like immediately. It was like 3 days later, or no, so maybe it was more than 3 days later.
There's still areas like that in Australia where there's no phone, communication and that. Like, do you really gotta go off track?
It's always crazy though whenever you hear something like that, and then like during the day you're battling against heat stroke, and during the night you're battling against hypothermia, and it's like, man, what a wasteland it must be.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy to think that it's too hot and too cold.
Yeah, online bully, we got stuff like that in Australia as well, like where you got to ferry across to different islands, and you cannot easily come back.
Ah, man, I've only been on a ferry once. We went from Florida to the Bahamas via ferry. Not a fun experience.
Huh?
It was just sitting on a boat waiting. Oh, you're probably right. Yeah, you're right. Hey, no Ember. That's awesome.
Hey,
That's not going to happen on the second run.
You got sand attack and hit all your attacks.
Yeah, I don't think I missed anything.
That never happens to me. That's when you start to miss all your attacks.
I don't know. Sometimes 1 sand attack isn't too bad, but 2 is a death sentence. Like, there's been plenty of times I've done Rival 5, and I'm just like, oh, well, I've been hit by a sand attack. I'm just going to play it through, and the moment something bad happens, I'll restart. And then nothing bad happens. Happened quite a few times.
Online bully, when you go out into the wild areas, yeah, a lot of those creatures will kill you. We've got the most poisonous snakes in the world, got the most poisonous spiders in the world, and the most poisonous frog, would you believe, in the world is all in Australia.
The frog?
Pokeballs, yeah, frog, yeah.
Wow. I would have assumed that was the Amazon.
No. Yeah, apparently the snake one will kill you within like an hour or 2. It's that quick to poison. What was I say? But the thing is, if you live in the major cities, it's like everywhere else, or even like pretty big towns.
I agree.
Like
I've been told even in like Africa and India, if you live in a city, it's same as any other city for the most part. Like city life is just the same wherever you go for the most part. I mean,
yeah, sharks or bees. No, we've we've got the European bees here. Apparently, you guys have been invaded by Africanized bees lately. You guys actually got deadlier bees than us.
Well, he's in Canada.
Well, apparently America, like, because they came all the way from South America and they're invading a lot of the areas of America at the moment, right? They're killing off the European bees and placing with Africanized bees.
I don't know.
Big issue, apparently. Because the Africanized bees are ones that will just attack you regardless. European bees are very passive.
I don't think I'll need the Death Ether since I'll have Dig and Body Slam.
Yeah, well, we don't have anything like that in Australia, like bears or, we've got crocodiles, I guess. You know, if you go too close to a, like a swamp or something, hey, Speed.
Hi, Speed.
up?
We're just talking about animals and how dangerous they are.
Yeah, Steve, I just saw your ping.
Just now?
I've been kind of busy playing something for the last 5 hours,
But
and I was on Do Not Disturb.
You committed your vote to Thursday.
I mean, I was told if it wasn't the winning option, it's like doesn't count
Oh. Okay.
for the game night poll. That wasn't the winning option.
I wanted to get at least one game night with Zealous Pawn, just so he felt included. So me, Annie, and Zealous Pawn, we all played today.
Nice. Yeah, I just didn't show up just because it wasn't the winning option. I was gonna show up for the winning ones because I have those in my schedule.
Yeah, I won't be available for the next couple of days. I'm off to Sydney.
Is there any place you go there that you just feels like the best?
What, in Sydney?
Like a place that you go there regularly because it's like, oh man, this is the best food I've ever had or something.
Sort of. I actually like the food where I live at the moment, so I know I go there. I'm like, I know, I just try something new every time I'm down there. There's a really good Japanese restaurant down there. There's good Italian.
Because I'm thinking about making like Vegas kind of a regular trip for me. I don't know how often, but every time I go there, we do a whole bunch of new stuff.
Vegas is great.
So I just figured, if it's anything like Vegas, you could probably go there 5 times and experience all kinds of new places.
True.
So is this your first playthrough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having some
I can guess
outrageously good luck. You won't believe what my one reset is.
Hold on, let me guess.
You're not going to get it.
Gentleman candy?
No.
No.
I just did it. I just did the Gentleman Candy. My one and only reset.
Rival 2?
No.
No. He got
Rock?
super
Bug
lucky
catch?
on that one.
Wait, level 9 Weedle guy.
Nope.
Dang it, what was it?
Go ahead, tell him. Route 1 Pidgey.
Please, get some help.
Route 1 Pidgey did me in. No.
So you blacked out in the wild?
Yeah, that's my one reset. It's Route 1 Pidgey.
Well, now you got 2 now.
Yeah, but it was a speed tie, and unfortunately, I didn't know that because I had won the previous 2 speed ties, and I had 3 HP, and the thing had probably 4 HP, and I was gonna knock it out, but it knocked me out first.
So I did something nice today. I found a recipe online for an air fryer beef and broccoli recipe. So I spent an hour today making like 3 plastic Tupperware bowls full of it for lunches, and I had one today, and it was really good. I made the sauce out of like Let's see, I made it out of soy sauce, cornstarch, sesame oil. What else did I use? Cooking wine, chicken broth, and some what do you call those things? Ginger root.
I also
wow.
made something today.
An
I
excuse? An
stuck
ass
a
of yourself?
I stuck a pork chop in the air fryer and I clicked start from completely frozen too.
Nice. It was really good though.
Hey, look, I have a second Paris.
The
Yeah,
sauce though was
texture.
incredible. I think the beef could have been better. I mean, air fried beef just doesn't really taste the best to me because it's kind of soft.
You gotta figure out the number. I think I figured out it was like 300 at like 12 minutes to cook a hamburger.
Hmm.
But if you put it too long, you burn it, and if you put it too short, it feels like it's not cooked at all. But yeah, you have to test beef.
Yeah. I mean, I was doing the instructions on the recipe.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
But who knows? It could have been built for a different air fryer.
Exactly. Some air fryers are just more powerful than others, and they cook slightly faster, slightly slower. Ovens are the same way. No one's ovens are exactly the same.
No.
Same thing with microwaves. My grandmother's microwave is an absolute piece of garbage. My old microwave was pretty good. They definitely did not cook at the same speed. Not even a little bit.
You know what's funny? I remember when I was still in high school, the one microwave they had in the cafeteria, it was one of those old microwaves with the knob.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that thing was actually powerful. Like you took like one of those cup noodles, put the water in, you heat it for 3 minutes, and the noodles were freaking burning. Like that was a
Oh,
powerful microwave.
love that stuff.
Were you one of those people that would just put the cup noodles in the microwave even though it told you not to?
I have a lot of stories of not cup noodles, but specifically the other one, the more popular one.
Top ramen?
Yeah, top ramen. That's the one I had. I think cup noodles had vegetables in it, and that was just a no-go.
My God, dude. You act like a freaking carnivore.
I'm a carnivore. After I graduated college, every single temp job I had, I was known as the guy who ate ramen every single day for lunch. Every single job for like 3 years. That's how. When I tell people I wasted my entire 20s saving for this house that I'm buying, I'm like not kidding. Like I saved my entire 20s. When I eventually get a girlfriend, I will prenup my house. I sacrificed my entire 20s for this house. This house is mine.
Do you have to like get a loan on it or is it fully yours?
I only have $80,000. I have to get a loan, yes.
I mean, I've seen some of the listings you showed me. I think you showed me this one listing you were looking at that was like $70,000.
Yeah, but unfortunately those were all crap holes.
You admitted you were trying to look for crap holes because you wanted a good deal.
And then I found out those crap holes are just as expensive as nice houses. Which I thought, oh, hey, these crap holes, they're smaller. They would use up less resources, and turns out they're also more inconvenient, therefore cost more. Anyways, I got a pretty decent house. I'm still in the middle of like signing paperwork. I have to get homeowners insurance apparently, which is a thing that nobody told me until like 3 days in.
You got what?
Homeowners insurance.
You gotta get
Homeowners insurance?
House insurance.
Yeah.
Do you not get the joke?
Yeah, I understand. So for my first year and a half of my current job, I didn't have medical insurance on purpose. They didn't want to pay for it.
You didn't even get it for
Because
your
it's like $100 a month. Who wants to pay that? I'm a healthy guy. I don't need health insurance.
I mean, that's what my dad thought, and then he got super sick and he got hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical debt. You never know these things.
Yeah, well, I got away with it for a year and a half. Now I have the the medical insurance. No mimic this run, shockingly.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is the moveset you've got now the moveset you're going to have?
Oh, darn it. I'm like just $1,000 short.
I mean, right
Ooh.
now I get health, like basically I get my health insurance provided to me right now because of my low income. But once I eventually like get promoted at my job, I'll start to make more money. I'm like on that very edge of like, hey, you can get this benefit, but if I make a little bit more, I'll lose it. So when I end up losing it, I'm gonna just get my own private plan.
That's actually funny. We have a saying for that at our current job. We get a whole bunch of people that get the air quotes sickness in December. And the reason why is if they continue working through December, they get cut off by the government because they'll make too much money. So they just take off most of December. So they get to keep their
like
poor
their
people
yearly
benefits.
pay?
They get to keep their poor people benefits if they take off all of December. I don't remember what it's called.
That is so annoying though. It's like those programs are like meant to help people, but if you start to help yourself, you'll lose everything, and some people will purposefully remain poor because otherwise they'll be worse.
Exactly. It's
It's like a bad loop.
holy crap!
gonna
I have over
say,
35 speed. I'm gonna be faster than the Gasleys. Or is it 45 speed?
Really?
Oh, I bet you it's 45 speed. Dang it! I'll save.
I'd save anyway, right?
Yeah, I think
You
it's
should
45.
save anyway.
It's 45. Darn it.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Well, it means that
Paris.
next run I just need to be slightly higher level. I can't believe I just didn't hit myself confusion
You've
3
had
out
so
of 4
much
times
good
there.
luck in this- Yeah, the problem is you've had so much good luck, but
Yep.
when you play your second,
Yep.
all the luck will be
Oh,
gone.
Steve,
You'll be
I
blind.
had one of those. I had one of those yesterday when I was doing a Pokemon Black Cobalion race with Shadow Stitch. He and I were racing each other. I ended up beating him. I was playing with his rule set, same emulator, same everything, and I ended up beating him by like 4 minutes. He says it's because I had turbo, but the text was instant. I don't think it would have made a difference with turbo.
When he said you have turbo, like he's manually clicking.
Mashes the A and B button because Desmume doesn't have a turbo feature.
It does have a turbo feature.
But
Oh, he
don't-
said he looked at it, but it was like complex to him.
I mean, I can show him.
no, then I agree with Shadow. I shit you not, manually clicking, the worst. It could cost you 4
I get
minutes.
that. I told him what the program was. I showed it to him. I showed
Oh
him
my
the plan I
God.
got, but
No, there's a great example. Remember Ike in the first
no, I
first
don't
Scott
remember
race?
Ike.
Remember Ike in the
Oh,
first
no.
Scott race?
Ike never did Porygon.
No, the first one that he was involved in.
Oh, Parasect, yeah.
Scott has this story where apparently Ike was putting in times that were like 4 minutes behind the leader. And then apparently in chat, he said something about, is there a way to like automatically click the button? And then somebody helped him. And then he immediately was like in first place. Immediately.
Actually, if I remember correctly, I think someone tried to show him turbo. He couldn't get it figured out, so he was just not using turbo for a while.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Something like that. Exactly. But once he did start using turbo, he absolutely mopped the floor with everybody. Uh-oh.
I mean, Ike got a better time than I did in that mute race. Assuming all the leaderboard times are accurate, I'm probably going to be 5th place.
Okay. Now it's time to go get the PP ups.
You take on.
But anyway, when I was talking oh god. Anyway, what I was talking about with that black race that I did yesterday with Shadow, I beat him in the first run. I only ended up with like I think I had like 5 resets and 0 blackouts, and most of the resets were in the league. But then on my second playthrough, I all of a sudden got really bad luck where Shadow got resets in his first run, and I still ended up beating my first run, but my second run ended up having more resets because I got so lucky in the first run. I had no idea some fights would be hard.
You've done
Hate it
that.
when that happens.
You've done that many
Did
times.
you
I know, we've all done it.
did you get faster time because of the lucky egg though?
Honestly, the lucky egg didn't really add too much for Cobalion, because for the slow level up group, like in the first playthrough where I had to ban the lucky egg because of Shadow's rules, I arrived at the league at 53, but with the lucky egg in my second run, I arrived at 56. So it was only a 3-level difference in the slow group. If it was like other groups, it would be definitely more than that.
Mm.
But I don't like banning lucky egg. I think it's provided to you in the game. I'm sure if in Crystal, if there was someone who provided it, I'm sure Steve would want to use it.
Yep.
No. I mean that's fair. Everyone's got their own rules, as we were saying, and I think you know, if it's there, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
I
cheating.
mean, like, could you argue that for the Mega Stones in Gen 6?
I ban Mega Stones in Gen 6 just because you're not really playing with Lucario at that point. You're playing with a beefed up version of it. I'd be interested in making like a video
Aren't-
Lucario, faster with or without Megas. That'd be an
Aren't they-
interesting one.
That would
But
be.
okay, but aren't the Mega Stones like only some of them are available?
Yeah.
Like
I
you
mean,
can't just
yeah,
easily
only
get some of
some are
them.
available in the game. Yeah, I
Oh.
think a lot of them are post-game Mega Stones.
Right. So if I were to do some sort of rule, I'd say you can't give yourself it. It has to be obtainable.
Like pick it up.
Yes, it has to be. So like
Hmm.
kind of like let's say the
That makes sense.
leftovers. You know, you can get the leftovers and you can use the leftovers because it's available, but you can't use it before you get the regular leftovers. Like it's just
I
part
mean,
of the game.
I was
It's another
thinking
item.
of making it. I was thinking of making it like how Hidden Jim made his Marowak video, where he started with the Thick Club.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
like that.
I like that.
Really?
No, I do.
Where do you normally get a Thick Club in Gen 2? Like held
You
by
got
Marowak or something?
And Marowak, and you've got like 1% chance of them holding it. I don't even know where they spawn.
I don't-
Do you?
Like how should I put it? The way I do the egg moves is pushing the boundary of the rules for me. Giving something that just straight up doesn't exist. Like for instance, you said those Mega Stones. Those Mega Stones don't exist. You can't get them, right? Is you just straight up can't get them unless like you're in the post game, right?
Well,
Some are available in the main story.
Right, but I'm
Some of them
saying
are.
the ones that are, if you were to give yourself the Mega Stones at the beginning of the game, it feels like you're giving yourself something that you just can't get.
well, to be fair, Steve, like say Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, Lucario, you get so early on, it's not even fun.
Well, then that's fine. I would say, hey, you get Mega Evolutions when you would normally get those.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to look up the locations of every Mega Stone in X and Y. I'm going to see how many of them you could get in the main story. Let's see.
I can never remember exactly which ones of these are the ones with the fighting Pokemon.
I can never remember that. I can bring up the map if you want.
It's too late for that at this point. I know I've memorized some of them, like this guy.
Where are you at?
The guy, so the most left guy
Oh,
and
that
the
guy.
most right guy, I'm pretty sure are both.
The most left guy's all Grimers.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the most left guy and the most right guy, I know for a fact are the ones with poison types. The rest of them I don't know.
Okay, so all right, so Steve, the second one from the right and the second one from the left are fighting types.
No, the second one from the left is the one with one Machop.
Yeah, it's a fighting type. One
No.
Machop.
I want the poison types.
Oh, I thought you wanted the fighting types.
I was using them as an example.
Oh. That guy has a wheezing.
Yeah, I figured since you said second to the left and second to the right, the guy in the middle is the poison type.
All right, go straight
Oh.
down on the left-hand side. There's a guy
wow.
with
I did
2
not
wheezing.
see that coming. Okay.
What?
Maybe I should consider having like potions or something for this route. Ugh,
Antidotes.
but I can't. No, for actual health reasons. I'm 4 times weak to poison.
That guy, yeah, that guy has 2 Weezings. Continue straight down. There's a guy with a muck.
I'll just put Mike closer than online bully. I was gonna say, Skid, you probably need to train anyway, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I just want to poison. I just want
So-
to train on the poison types though.
Oh, okay.
Like I think this whole left side is poison types.
Fair.
And the whole right side is fighting types, except for the. Oh, really? There's one fighting type guy?
Thanks, online bully.
Actually, in hindsight, I resist fighting. I should probably battle the fighting type
Yeah,
guys too.
That's what I was getting at.
I only have 30 minutes to beat the game.
You're not going to beat the game in 3 minutes.
I just Gen 1 missed dig and it cost me all my HP.
You
Oh,
Gen 1
blackout.
mistake.
I Gen 1 missed dig! And I lost like all my HP and blacked out.
Hey, these things happen, you know.
At least he's not saving up for, a volume.
Add the reset.
Oh my god.
Man, there are not many Mega Stones you can get in the main story of X and Y.
Oh, really? Are they
Not many of
mostly
them.
post-game?
Mostly. Alright, I'll just list off the ones that are not post-game. Abomasnow, Aerodactyl, Ampharos, Blastoise if you pick Squirtle, Charizard if you pick Charmander. Where else? Gengar, Lucario, Medicham,
Oh,
and Venusaur if you pick Bulbasaur. That's literally it. Not many.
have you gone Lucario yet?
Played regular Lucario? No.
But that video you were suggesting, I reckon that'd be a pretty cool video to watch.
Oh.
Like Lucario versus Mega Lucario.
Yeah, and I would have to get the Mega Stone once I get it. And once I get it, I have to keep it held the whole time. I can't switch
Yep.
held items.
Yep. No chest berry, no leftovers.
All right, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Game Gab.
Got 27 minutes to beat the game. Gonna get the fighting dojo over with real quick. Oh wait, I
You
don't
got
have a
an
weakness
Erica's
to
thing yet?
poison, or I don't have a weakness to psychic because I'm not poison.
Yeah.
Oh well, I guess I could probably do Koga's gym. Oh my god, they all have our, well, the 2 have Arbok, so I probably can't do those.
I think leveling up is probably the right way to go about anyway. Better be over level and under level with Paris.
Well, with Koga, I think all I really need to do is one Swords Dance.
And Gig.
Yeah. I think outspeeding is the hard part. I just Gen 1 missed a body slam. That's my 3rd Gen 1 miss this run.
Cool.
No. Don't hit 5 times.
Oh,
Ooh.
that would have been hilarious. Have you done Erica yet? Or probably-
Yeah.
Oh, you have. Yeah. Koga, Rival 5 and Springer. Shouldn't be too bad.
Okay.
Speed just really hurts you.
56. Oh, I was probably supposed to use Spore there since I was faster than Drowsy.
Oh well.
It'll be really nice though once I finally get this speed badge boost so my Swords Dance can start giving me some speed.
You gotta move fast. Which one can give?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what the best Pokemon to backboard is. We haven't done it yet. Oh, should have used the Max Potion. Oh well.
Surprisingly not Mega Mewtwo.
No. Best Pokemon to backport would be Togekiss.
Why?
Oh my god. Because Togekiss gets 4 very, very powerful moves at the start. It's in the fast level up group. It also does not really have level up moves. So that means you don't waste time doing that. But it's 4 moves at the start. You can pretty much just use the whole game. But the fast level up group probably be the biggest reason why. Its stats are very good. Unlike oh come on. It's always gonna spam.
Yeah, you might
It's always gonna spam.
smart AI.
I don't. Oh,
What's the speed?
did you? Yeah, I didn't pay attention. Did you see how close I was to being able to defeat the?
Yeah, I can barely see on your thing. Let me go back.
Well, online bully. It's not about the Swords Dance. I get hit. The Weezing's faster than me, so it goes first. It will, since he's got good AI, he will always use Sludge. I just Gen 1 missed a Spore. That's my 4th Gen 1 miss this run.
His speed is 63.
Oh, okay. So you're saying
There's no chance of you
yeah,
outspeeding him
we
on
pretty
speed.
much need more training. But this is one of
You'll
those
have to go
things.
self-
This is one of those things we just figure out in the first run, and then the second run we fix it. Okay, Sylph then I guess is the only other training we can pretty much do at this point.
You won't be able to beat Rival 5 either.
No, we can't beat Rebel
Got
5.
Charizard at that point.
The Koga's badge is the one that makes us faster. That's why I desperately want to beat Koga as quickly as possible. So that way, when we go against like Rival 5, I can badge boost my way to being faster than Charizard, which I can do this early. But as far as Rival 6 is concerned, the Charizard will be beyond badge boosting. It'll just be too fast. I will just have to get... Oh, wait. Rival 6's Charizard has got Flamethrower, which is not going to miss.
Yeah.
What was I supposed to do? J-Rose used Mimic. I can't do that. I can't remember if I watched Gym Leader Mac do that battle.
Wait. You can't use Mimic Agility?
No. There's no move to get rid of. There is no move on this moveset you can get rid of. This is our final moveset. What could I possibly get rid of?
True.
This is our final moveset. I'm starting to think this run is going to be closer to 135 than it is 127.
Well, what about growth instead of sword stance? For badge boost, I mean.
Then how do I defeat everything? The only reason I can defeat things is thanks to sword stance.
Well, you got spore, right? Like, so if you're gonna outspeed everything. I'm just thinking of ways to utilize the badge boost once you get Koga's badge.
I think it would straight up be faster to do more training than it would be to rely on essentially what you're telling me is wrap tactics. Because
Wrap.
if you're telling me to use 6 growths and then I have to defeat things with like Mega Drain or my badge boosted body slam dig, which by the way, because you're telling me to do it, you're telling me to do the tactic for essentially every battle will go away every time I level up. So it's not going to work.
But the spore is that good, and putting Pokemon to sleep is that good in Gen 1, it won't matter as much. If you outspeed and you can put stuff to sleep, it's instant win.
I know, but you can see how this would be akin to wrap tactics, because you're essentially just saying slow the game down with spore and growth and using weak moves.
Because you're talking about Rival 6 for Charizard.
I think there's got to be a way to figure out where I won't level up. Like how much XP could I be at to not level up by Charizard? Because there's multiple Pokemon I can set up on. I can set up on Execute. I could set up on Rhyhorn. Like, so I can figure out where not to level up. Just have to find it.
Probably Rhydon's probably the best bet
Rhyhorn.
in the champion fight.
Yeah, we just.
You don't want to set up on the Pidgeot.
But that's the thing. So we have to defeat the Pidgeot without setup, which might be hard. So we're gonna. So first of all, we're gonna get hit by the Pidgeot's wing attack. Then we're going to spore it because obviously we just have to. And then we just have to have a really long. We have to have a really long spore. We're probably gonna take 4 or 5 body slams, but I think it'll work.
You don't have to get hit. You can reset till you get Sky Attack. And once you've done spore, then you know.
Oh, I'm not talking about the champion. I'm talking about the Rival 6.
Oh.
With the champion, I can eventually get a Fire Spin miss or a Fire Blast miss. The champion or the Rival 6 can't miss.
Is that the whole plan for the champion with Paris? Just hope for a miss? Is that the only way?
It's not the only way. I could if I had the XP router, I could figure out exactly what XP I would need to be at to level up and set up on the, let's say, the Charizard, you know? But without the XP router, I'm just gonna have to wing it.
I can probably tinker with the XP router here and give you an answer to that.
That'd be interesting.
You see how I'm 3/4 of the way of a level up? I'm doing that on purpose so that way I can badge boost past Charizard. Crap. I didn't use Spore.
You're not going to be able to beat Rival 5, are you?
Well, like I said, I'm going to set up and I have... Okay, well, it got a crit. It immediately woke up. Okay.
No, but even once you get past this PG...
Well, I just set up. And then outspeed everything. And outspeed and one-shot everything. Just have to get past this Pidgeot to set up. It has crit every single time so far.
So,
oh my god, I didn't level up. Oh, that freaking sucks. Dang it.
no.
I needed to level up. Oh, I'm faster than Gyarados? What?
Gyarados isn't the fastest Pokemon.
Well, now I'm faster than Alakazam, faster than Charizard. See what I mean, John? You have to be like 90% of the way to a level up is how you beat Rival 5.
All All right, so Steve, I have the route up with Paris through Pokemon Red. So you want me to tell you what level you got to candy up to, like before Lorelei, to make sure you level up in the right spot, or like when do you plan to use all your candies?
The problem is, I'm pretty sure that I would have to arrive not like I'd have to arrive at a certain amount of XP. Like I can't just do it immediately after candying. But if you want to figure that out. So essentially, oh crap, the second Pokemon's an Alakazam. How do I beat both Pidgeot and Alakazam without dying? Or outspeeding?
Good question.
I guess we're just gonna have to assume they use something bad and I could spore both of them. But once I get past Rhydon, I need to level up after the Alakazam so I can set up on the Rhydon. Once I set up on the Rhydon, I win. That's what I need to know. What XP / how in the world could I be at the Rhydon? Or level up at the Rhydon? What would I have to do in order to level up at Rhydon?
Before the Rhydon?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm gonna figure out. All right, I think I found the level.
That was fast.
I have the XP router up. I just edit the number of rare candies before Lorelei. I'm just assuming you're gonna use all the candies before her.
I'm using all the candies before Rival 6, but okay.
Oh, I'll move it then, so that way I can give you a better answer.
Jesus.
Before Rival 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
You spore.
Yeah, I know. Me and my greedy ass decided to just wing it. I should have went with Spore.
All right, so to level up after Alakazam before Rhydon, you need to use your candies before Rival 6 to get to level 57.
I'm already 51.
It's just what the XP router says. Candy to 57 for Rival 6.
Okay, but what that would...
Is that going to be too low?
More than likely, I'm going to arrive to Rival 6 around or after candying. I think. Let's assume 60. Does it screw everything up if I arrive if I do what you just said but at level 60?
Candy to 60, you mean?
Yeah.
If you candy to 60, you level up after the Gyarados.
Okay, what if I were to...
But maybe you could get the Victory Road candy and use another candy later.
Okay, so if I were to... Oh, that's not going to work. What if I did Mr. Mime Trainer?
I'll add him.
After
I'll
candying.
try that. Let me try that. Trainer, Victory Road. Is it a juggler?
Maybe?
I think it's a juggler. It is a juggler. Yep, juggler 5. Okay, add trainer. Alright. If you add Mr. Mime Trainer, you still level up after the Gyarados. Doesn't change anything.
Okay.
Maybe should I add like another trainer?
This is why we had to route it out. 57 is not... It's not likely. It's just not possible. It's not going to happen.
You want me to add another trainer?
Well,
from Victory Road?
You would have to figure out somebody instead of Mr. Mime Trainer.
Sure.
How about fighting Pokemon guy instead of fighting Pokemon Trainer? Or instead of
Black
Mr.
Belt.
Mime.
Okay.
I can beat that guy, no problem.
Playing time.
Oh, that's... wait. Oh, no, that's perfect, actually. If you candy to level 60 before Rival 6
Okay,
and fight
here's
the Black Belt...
I'm going to have 10 candies. I'm already going to be higher than that. I'm already going to be 61 as we speak, and I haven't even done Giovanni. So I'm about to be 60... Let's say 63. Does it change anything if I do 63?
Let me do them. Let me... Okay. All right, so Machoke guy would not work. That would make you level up right before the starter, which is the worst time to level up.
Yeah.
Let me try one of the best trainers in there. The Cloister Arcanine Executor guy. So I know that guy gives the most amount of XP in the whole cave.
That can't be true. It's got to be
Oh,
four.
I
It's got to
remember
be
I did
four
the
starter
math on.
Pokemon guy. He gives 5,700.
I just remember looking at the map during that itemless race.
I mean, I think the water Pokemon guy could be. Oh, you mean the one with the Chansey?
No, I was looking at the Executor Cloister Arcanine guy, the one who guards that Pokeball.
But that guy's got
By
that guy's got 3 Pokemon, whereas the starter guy's got 4.
Not going to join training here.
What? Oh no.
Yeah, that trainer wouldn't work.
We're going for leader, or we're going for the over under.
Okay.
I'll look. I'm gonna find the guy with the Charizard.
We're running out of time, by the way. So I like.
I know you're the one who keeps making me experiment.
Well, now it's looking
All right,
like
I'm
we're gonna be there at 63.
Water trainer.
63 before rival 6.
Okay. I have until you beat him to.
Well,
right, I'm gonna
I
add
now
water
know
trainer.
it's gonna be 63. Oh wait, where's my can? Oh,
All
I'm
right.
missing a candy. Where's one of the candies?
Power plant 1.
No, I'm missing a candy. I'm missing one of the candies. I don't know which one. Oh, I'm missing 10th floor candy. Okay,
Oh,
actually, it's
there,
gonna be
go get it.
62 then. I forgot candy.
Oh, here's the Chansey trainer. I am getting very awkward level ups. All right, I'll add in Mr. Mime guy again.
All right, 62. Hopefully this is high enough.
All right, 11,700.
Oh, you're at
10,000.
Did
Okay,
you
we're good.
candy to 62?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that changes my math then.
What I said. Well, that's what I eventually said. Oh, I'm still slower than Alakazam. That's fortunate, but we're still good.
All right, I got one that works.
All right, and
Okay, so you candy to 62. You need to fight the Chansey trainer and the all-water guy. The one with the Blastoise and Tentacruel.
okay. The Chansey trainer might be hard to beat, but okay. I'll have to save.
Why is she going to be hard?
Yeah, why?
Because
What's Chansey gonna do? Oh, I guess she leads with her own Parasect.
guess she doesn't have anything hard. For a second, I thought that was the Arcanine one I was thinking of. But I guess Arcanine would
No.
also only have Ember.
Yeah, you do not need the Victory Road candy.
Okay. Probably should have considered that, but okay. All right.
So yeah, on the Rivals team, you'll level up after the Pidgeot, like before the Alakazam, to 67, but then you'll remain 67 for the rest of the fight.
That's fine. That works out. So her? I forgot to save.
Yep.
Okay, well, we're going for it.
Wait, she can spoil.
Okay, we're good. You said the water Pokemon trainer.
Yep, Kingler, Tentacruel, Blastoise.
That guy down there. Yep.
This guy is actually a really shitty water Pokemon trainer. His best water Pokemon is actually Kingler. 'Cause the rest of them
What, you
don't
mean the
have,
Blastoise with water gun
yeah,
isn't hard?
or the Tentacruel with water gun.
All right, so yeah, throughout the league, you'll level up after the Cloyster, after the Onyx, and then you'll level up after beating Agatha, and then you'll level up after Pidgeot. But the only thing that matters is you won't level up before Charizard,
Dusty Yankee,
before
if,
Rhydon.
if we first try every single Elite Four member, we might have a chance for the under. Every single one of them. Including the champion, which, by the way, we have to get the opponent to use 2 garbage moves. So that way we could set up and with Spore.
All right, to prove my XP routing is correct, you're going to level up after you beat that Cloyster. Yep.
What I'm saying is we're hitting the over.
What's your over-under? Oh.
I
That's
must
funny.
have got a crit because there's no way Jinx could have survived that.
I think you did.
4% crit. That's because I'm at +4. That was because of 2 withdrawals. Oh, it didn't. Oh, so slower. That's why. Jinx was just faster than me.
Hey, Speed, Steve's going to be using Jinx in the Pokemon Stadium team.
Angles, I remember, was pretty good.
Oh,
Did you
Jinx
ever
is
beat
great.
Did you ever beat the champion?
Bro,
No.
I didn't even beat Giovanni. Sorry, I didn't even make it to Giovanni.
His trainers are hard, aren't they?
You know what's really, really ironic? The team that we had when we started the stream, the team that was immediately murdered. Not started. Sorry, the first team that we selected for this stream. You know, the one that was murdered before it even got to play. Was by far our best team against both Blaine and Giovanni. That team probably could have gone, like, how should I put it? That stream could have been real short. We could have probably been on the Elite Four very, very early on. But instead we spent 4 hours because we didn't get any good Pokemon after that. I forget who's the one who murdered that great team.
I think it was Cody.
Yeah, sounds like.
It was such a good team. It had so much potential. So much. I mean, to be fair, it probably still could have been very susceptible to the Thunder Miss. I just got a 5th Gen 1 miss that resulted in Arbok knocking me out with a crit. A 5th Gen 1 miss of this run. 5th.
The under.
Hey, these things happen.
And I've been keeping
What's the
track.
under at?
Like
130?
I've Gen 1 missed Scratch. I've Gen 1 missed 3 digs and a body slam. All of them 100% accurate. Uh-oh. Dang it. Dang it. No.
Well, the under's definitely not possible.
You know, sometimes I'm just happy when I'm kind of close. Although, it's probably not looking like it was all that close.
What was your over-under?
127. I thought it would be like as good as Pikachu and Psyduck. To be fair though, the next run 127 should be doable because next run we're gonna know that we need to be 63 speed for Koga. We're just gonna know things.
I just found a shiny.
On video?
No, I was preparing for my solo run in my Discord server after your first run, It was a heart gold. I always look at the 3 starters that I can choose from before I choose my Star Raptor, because in heart gold you can see if it's shiny before you even pick it up.
Doesn't somebody have a saying that if it's not on camera, it didn't happen?
Yeah.
I have a screenshot.
Hey, that works. That works.
So Speed, where is he going to level up? The champ?
On the champion, he's gonna level up after the Alakazam. Or no, after the Pidgeot.
Nice.
But he will not level up again till after Charizard.
Well, that was probably more resets than we expected, but honestly, 5 resets is not really that crazy to think about for the league. Okay,
I still didn't choose the shiny.
Mirror move. That's one of the things that we needed to happen. Oh, I wasn't supposed to set up. I was not supposed to set up. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that.
I thought you were gonna rely on like Leers and Tail Whips for setup.
Oh my god, a reflect. This is the run. This is the run. Oh, another reflect. This is the run. Oh crap.
Do you know the Charizard speed?
No, but I do know that the last Charizard was 131, so...
I think you need that thing to use some Leers on you.
Yep. I knew the last Charizard was 131, so this one... Let's get one more. There we go.
Look, see? You're not going to level up. Boom.
Perfect.
Nice.
129.25. I think we can easily
Thank you,
save 2
Speed.
minutes.
You're awesome.
Actually, that was the biggest help. That honestly, if that didn't happen, like we didn't have you to be there and tell us that, we would have absolutely have been stuck there.
Miss.
We would have been fishing for a Fire Blast miss or a Fire Spin miss, one of the two. Or honestly, Fire Spin probably might not have knocked us out. So there's always that chance too.
What level would you come in if Speed hadn't told you?
You got a candy before Rival 6 to 62, and then fight those 2 trainers in Victory Road. I was just sticking around to make sure that worked.
That actually seems like a consistent strat, because like if we had done even a little bit more training or a little bit less training, we would have just leveled up after Alakazam, so it wouldn't have been a big deal. So that strategy is gonna be repeatable. Like I can do less training.
Well, as long as you level up.
Okay, there's milestones for this run. Basically, this run becomes minimum battles after we get past Koga. So it's gonna be very repeatable.
Just make sure you candy the right level, and if you have a leftover candy, don't even bother using it.
Well, here's the thing. Yes, I should not grab the last candy because that will mess up the level up. But if I grab a 10th candy and end up being at 63 for the rival instead of 62, I'm pretty sure it'll be the same.
No, it will not. Here,
Really?
I'll test this right now. If you candy to 63
before the rival,
actually, it will still work. You level up after Alakazam instead. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So you can level to 63.
There's room for leeway even if I fuck up. That's why I'm saying because you level up after the Pidgeot, there's room for error. I can't believe on the very, very first attempt, the Pidgeot used Mirror Move and the Alakazam used Reflect. It's like it wanted me to win. I thought the chances of winning were so low. It happened the very first try.
Yeah, I will let you know though, candying to 62 or 63 is fine. Do not candy to 64. You level up after the ride-on.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do my own run now. Good luck with your second run.
Okay. For the people in chat. Oh god.
I'm gonna have to go too, Steve. So I'll catch you later as well. All right. See ya. Best of luck.
All right. So, people in chat, I am moving the over-under to 129, not because I don't think I can shave time off the run, but because I think I can't shave luck off the run. We had a first try Rival 2. We had a first try other battle that I can't remember that was supposed to also be hard. They're just hard battles in here that I skipped that I'm pretty sure we'll not be able to skip on the next run. So I'm essentially adding 2 minutes to the time to offset that. But I still think it's 127. I just think that I'm adding some bad luck. Anyways, I'm going to hit the restroom. Oh, right. To answer Game Dev's question from earlier. Today's drink of the day. So, the way I could say that this tastes is, imagine you got rid of the sugar flavor of Code Red, and now it's more of a, I don't want to say lemonade, but essentially it's a toned down version of Code Red. But yeah, it's, so instead of having the sugar flavor, it's still the flavor of Code Red. It just, you don't get that good taste on your tongue from all the sugar, which I miss the good flavor, but I don't think the good flavor is worth all the calories. Yeah, the SodaStream company recently came out with a few new flavors, which I've been trying, and I actually like all three, which is saying something because their first two flavors sucked ass. Like their Pepsi, so the SodaStream brand Pepsi flavor, terrible. Does not taste like Pepsi even a little bit. And the SodaStream branded Pepsi Zero / Diet Pepsi, both of them did not taste like Diet Pepsi or Pepsi Zero at all. Like even a little bit. I think they came out with the flavor too early, did not do enough testing. However, this Mountain Dew Code Red tastes like Code Red without the sugar. This Pepsi Wild Cherry Zero Sugar tastes like Pepsi Wild Cherry again without the sugar. So it's like toned down version of Pepsi Wild Cherry, which isn't as good as Coke Wild Cherry, but you know, it is what it is. Or Coke Cherry, which is it's good. I mean, for zero sugar and 0 calories, it's worth it. It's great. And the last new flavor is Mug Root Beer. I'm not a big root beer guy, but it's good. It tastes a lot like the regular Mug Root Beer. Unfortunately, I don't have enough of an opinion. This is my first bottle, and it's like only halfway drank, so I've only had like 4 or so. I'd say it's not bad. But yeah, SodaStream has saved me so much money on pop, especially since I got the big CO2 container. They sell these little tiny ones for the SodaStream that are like I want to say it's like 20 ounces or something, like size. It's real small of CO2. Amazon. But here's the thing. It's really expensive if you buy it the way it comes. Like if you have to refill the little 20-ounce bottles of CO2, it gets really expensive really quickly. Because if you like a lot of CO2 like I do, then you go through a lot of it very quickly. And it costs $20. So first of all, the CO2, 20-ounce CO2s cost $30 to buy them straight up. And then it costs $20 to refill. However, what you could do is you could buy a big $200 20-gallon canister. And you can go to a place that sells like beer. And you can get that 20-gallon one filled for $60. So essentially the size of 3 of the 20 ounces. Essentially you're buying like 2 pounds. Like for the price of 2 pounds, you're getting 20 pounds from the beer store. And then you also have to buy like a $30 to $50, I can't remember what it is, $30 to $50 converter like thing. Can't remember what it's called. Here it is. So this thing was like $20 or $30. I can't remember exactly how much. But essentially you plug this end into the CO2, the 20-pound CO2 canister. You plug the 20-ounce, the 20-ounce CO2 thing in here, and then you just start it, and you fill the 20-ounce thing with your 20-pound one, and then you put the 20-ounce back into the soda stream. So essentially, you still have to use the 20-ounce ones, but you're saving a shitload of money. The CO2 is the most expensive part of the soda stream. Once I bought the whole 20-gallon CO2 thing, it became cheap, real cheap. Oh, before you buy it though, if you do buy it, ask me. Like, ask me. Do not just buy it. The reason why I say do not just buy it. You might end up buying something like this, which looks really good, and it looks like the exact product you need. It's the wrong size. So I wasted $30 on this thing. I don't even know why I keep it. I want to throw it in the trash, but I just can't find myself throwing it in the trash. And then I bought this one, which is also the wrong size, which was another $20 or $30. So, and because they're like a manufactured part and not just like an Amazon product, you have to pay an actual return fee. But it didn't matter because I didn't have my 20-gallon container at the time, so I missed the return window, so I couldn't return anyway. So I wasted $50 on 2 cables I can't use. So if you do buy it, message me first so I can give you the exact correct product to buy. I just trusted the people buy this plus this together thing. And I guess either Amazon's recommendations are stupid or people are stupid. One or the other. Hard to say. Could be a little bit of both. Anyways, I'll go ahead and get started. Let's see. The nickname for the second run is going to be Speedy. Very ironic. All right, start over. Old meme GIF I made was accurate. I don't remember what that one was, though. It's been a while. All right, fast. Okay. I think I may try to quickly train here at the beginning, and I'm going to go for the grass north of Viridian and see how much training I can do over there because of the higher level Pokemon. But if it ends up being too hard, I'm going to start the run over again and just go with the grass south of Viridian. But I'm going to go for the higher grass first, just to see how much faster it can train. Also, I used every single potion last run. I'm going to make sure to pick up all the potions this time too. Take a lot of damage in the SSN. I might even need to pick up the max potion. Actually, I should definitely pick up the max potion. Even if I usually only pick up the max potion if I get rest, but I think that's probably not smart. There were a lot of situations where I really could have used a potion. Jesus. I've been growled 4 times now. 5. Okay, starting over. I need that first trainer. You have no idea how valuable that first trainer's XP is. Like, that first trainer means if I don't beat the rival, then I have to deal with so many more wild Pokemon at level 5 instead of level 6, and that's just gonna suck. I know it's doable. I got growled on turn 1, and I think that pretty much sealed my fate. Yeah, it was the growls. I forgot to start the timer. Darn it. That was such an easy victory, too. I actually thought I overclicked the E there, and I was going to be like, aha, so we're facing speed today. I like how 75% of the people have voted for the over, which means you all agree that the first run was so lucky that I won't be able to duplicate the results. It's always funny when you get a first run that's your best run. Level 2. Take some level 2s. Level 3. Level 3 is the speed tie. Now that I'm 1 level higher, should hopefully be faster than a level 3. Just in case I get more battles. I would consider battling the trainers in the forest, but unfortunately the metapods are going to take too long to battle, and the grass takes so long to get an encounter. It probably seems like a bad idea, and I should just stick to the grass that has encounters I can beat and beat quickly. Okay, I only take 3 damage. Okay. I actually had to look at the speed there before I did one more scratch. I was very conscious of how much speed I had there in that one moment, right? So this grass is the same as the one grass north of Viridian. It's level 4. Does 3 damage. Also speed tied with me. Right. Oh, another level 4. I am now... Oh, that one I was speed tied with again. So I guess not all level 4s are built the same. Oh, that's a level 5. We're going to go ahead and run away from that. Oh my god. Again? I even tried to run away that time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't going to win. It was faster than me, and I wasn't going to beat it in 2 hits. But I tried to run. Well, that just means that we're not going to be able to afford a third Carbos. Yeah, I guess that's not the end of the world. By the time we made it to Silphco last time, we couldn't even take the Carbos. Same thing with Pokemon Mansion. Like, there's so much battling to be done here in the early game that you get so much static speed you can't even take all the Carbos. The problem is you still want the Carbos because early Carbos is extremely useful. The last time we beat the Weedle trainer at level 11, we can probably do it at 10. I'd also like to start battling the Metapods and whatnot a little bit earlier this time. I am noticing that this grass is definitely leading to faster leveling up. It's also leading to more damage quickly. But I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing. This means I need to go heal more often. But the XP is worth it. Oh, this is level 5. Ooh, I was speed tied with that level 5. Glad I didn't lose. Actually, now that I think about it, 7 Pokeballs is not going to be enough. Especially since I'll be way too over leveled, I will not be able to catch the Pidgey and the Paris. But I won't be able to like damage them before catching them. So I guess after Brock, we'll just use the Brock money to get a few more. Probably should have did this before blacking out, so that way a blackout wouldn't be a big deal. All right, can we get to level 10 before going to heal? Level 3? Yeah, we're gonna do it. Oh, it's level 5. Please don't lose. Or faster than it. Nice. Okay, level 10. I guess we're headed off to Weedle Trainer. All right, make sure to grab the antidotes because we're not poison type, even though it looks like we are. All right. Oh, we got poison, but we've got more than 13 HP, so we'll make it. Unless we can't run away from that Pikachu. All right. We'll see how many scratches it takes to knock out a Metapod. If it's like 6, I might consider doing the grass until we get to be a higher level. Okay, so it's 3. The training, yeah, the training's better in here. Unless, of course, we miss a scratch, which shouldn't happen. Oh, good. We had one more person vote for the unders. Now it's not 75%. By the way, somebody commented yesterday, no, actually this morning, they were really happy to see the randomizer stream. That made my day, just in case anybody was wondering. I thought it's some of the most fun content I've had. Plus, I really like how it's interactable with chat. If chat's like, oh, they can pull the floor right out from under you. Like, you guys have seen this this Giovanni team. This second trainer in Giovanni's got like a whole bunch of psychic types, and not a whole bunch of Pokemon can deal with psychic types. So it's like, you know, if we make it past that guy, someone can like line up the $2 and get it ready to murder the team, and that's really funny. Because when we get to the Elite Four, the teams are just going to kill themselves. The Elite Four is really, really hard. $20. Okay, so let's bring me down to 4. Nice. Uh, 13 is when we get Stun Spore. I wonder what level we should consider doing the bug catchers at. The training takes so long. But we have to get to 20, so I guess 18 damage rounding. Okay. Interesting. We still can't even knock out Caterpies yet. Dust. So here's the thing. I'm probably not going to be working out for quite some time. But once I get this house, and I'm not talking a big game. I'm already in the buying phase. I'm already like I've already won the house. I have this this baseball thing. It's called a bounce back. Well, it's probably not the technical name, but it's just this this thing that you throw a ball into and it bounces back to you. I love that thing. I haven't used it in literal years, but I also have not had the space for it. When I get this house, I'm going to have a backyard. I'm going to use that thing for hours. And I do plan on adding a basketball hoop to my house. So, I won't be doing weight workouts for quite some time, but I'm probably going to do weight workouts when the winter hits, but I think I'm going to do outside sports workouts until it gets cold. But Yeah, I won a house. Now I'm currently in the middle of getting all of the parties together every single day and be like, oh, now you got to sign this. Oh, now you got to go get that. You know, the last like 4 days, I think, because I think I won that house 4 or 5 days ago. The last 4 days, it's been all right, we're gonna put in the offer. All right, you're going to forego the inspection, so that way you have a higher chance of winning, because apparently if you forego the or if you don't forego the inspection, you'll lose to somebody who does forego the inspection. Anyways, so it's been like, okay, then after I put in the bid, I won the house. Then after I won the house, it's like, okay, well, now the realtor needs to get with the loan guy, and then the loan guy is like, okay, I need all of this paperwork. Like, I need your like last 4 paychecks, your last 2 years of W-2s, your driver's license, and then we can move forward. So then I sent him that stuff, and he's like, okay, now you need to review this other paperwork. You need to sign everything. Well, I'm currently at that step for the loan guy, because I'm still reviewing it. I'm I'm actually kind of reading the paperwork, and like the paperwork that actually has to do with the money. There's an $800 processing fee. $800 for something that's done digitally. Like, I understand a processing fee back in the day when you actually physically handed somebody the paperwork, and then they took it to the bank, and then the bank had to file it away, and the bank needed to, you know, like open it, like keep a folder for you, and then like the folder needed to stay in the space, and then anytime, you know, you had something to do with the loan, then they brought out your folder. Like that made sense. But now everything is digital. Why am I paying $800? Regardless, I'm bringing that up. Then there was homeowners insurance, but the thing is, they told me to get a homeowners insurance plan. So I went to talk with somebody about homeowners insurance. They're like, oh, we need to see your roof. So now I'm waiting to get a call back on the roof, for them to give me a quote. And then, but the thing is, the homeowners insurance is already on the loan. So I guess it must be like pre-planning for the homeowners insurance. Like, oh, hey, when you do get the plan, then this money's in escrow, which just happens to be like the word for middleman. So you pay the middleman, and then the middleman pays the homeowners insurance. So essentially they're saying, hey, we just want you to make sure that you're paying the homeowners insurance. So we're just gonna make you pay it now instead. And then, but the thing is, homeowners insurance is on there twice, and I don't understand why. It says I need to pay the homeowners insurance for 12 months, and then I need to pay the homeowners insurance for 3 months. And I don't understand why it's on there twice. So I asked my dad why it's on there twice, and he gave me an answer, but he gave me an answer right around the time I started the stream, so I haven't seen his answer yet. And then, like, for the realtor, I had to get like a $500 check for like a down payment or something. I don't remember what it's called. Regardless, it's a whole situation. And then I have to sign paperwork for the realtor, and then I have to sign more paperwork for the realtor. So it's like, okay, well, it's just a whole bunch of going back, forth, and signing stuff. And I'm trying to do my due diligence on reading stuff, because apparently there's loads of fees and whatnot associated with homeowners. If you just don't read about these fees, like, they'll get you. They'll really get you. My dad said one of them is called like the MIP fee, and I looked it up, and the MIP fee, it could be PMI or PIM. Those are the 3 letters. MI and P are the 3 letters in some order. I can't remember what it's called. And if you don't put a 20% down payment on your house, so essentially if you got a $200,000 house, let's say, you need to put $20,000 down. Wait, not 20. Sorry, $40,000 down. If you don't put $40,000 down, you have to pay a fee, so the bank will take the risk on you. So essentially, you're paying a fee, so the bank will trust you. But then that fee, like, you don't just pay the fee one time. So essentially, because you're poor, the bank will will make you pay them because you're poor. I'm putting more than 20% down, so it doesn't really matter to me, but it's such a mean thing to do. And then my dad, I plan on paying off this house quickly. I've already got like quite a bit saved, but I plan on getting a roommate, and the roommate is essentially going to be paying for, I don't know, a decent chunk of my mortgage, and then I'm also going to be paying quite a lot more than the mortgage payment's going to be. Like, I plan on paying this house off quick. Like I got the 15-year plan. I plan on paying this house off in 5 or less, like 5 years or less. Really, realistically, I think I can get this house paid off in 3. Because I already have $80,000 out of the $170,000. Especially with the roommate thing, I think I can get it paid off quickly. But my dad was like, "Hey, you need to make sure that on your loan plan that they don't have a penalty for paying off the house early, because apparently that's a thing. Hey, you're really good with money. So now we don't get interest money. You need to pay us for our lost interest." Like, such a dick thing. Regardless, that apparently that's not on the loan, so I can pay it off quickly. It's not a big deal. But yeah, so there's just a lot to look into all at once. In the last like 4 days, I've had to sign up, get this stuff, and look into it all in the last like 4 or 5 days. And when I say I have 80,000 of the 170, I'm not going to spend the whole 80. I need a new car. Not new, but new used car. My car has 222,000 miles on it. It rings like it my car has this tone where it goes 24/7. It never stops ringing. It's always ringing. People at work say my car needs to go, but the thing is, the car still runs. Between my last 222,000 miles, between my last oil change and this current oil change I just did last week, I didn't spend any money on the car except for gas. Like, right now, the car is free. The car is just run. The cost of the car is the gas in oil change and tires. Like, this car is as free can be. Why would I get rid of it? Like, this car's not costing me any money. So I'm running this car until it dies. But the thing is, once it does die, I'm going to need to spend like $10,000 on a car. So 10,000 of the 80,000 needs to go into a car. And my dad says, like, times are even worse than you think. It might need to be more than 10,000 for a used car. So 10,000 of my 80,000 needs to go to a car. Apparently, a bunch of the escrow stuff counts for $8,000. So $8,000 is like for a whole bunch of insurance related crap and fees, which is ridiculous. Oh, dude, the last place that I took it to couldn't even tell me what was wrong with it. He said that when he plugged it into the machine, there were so many problems wrong with the car, he couldn't even tell me what was causing the ring. But it's been running. I've had it. It's been doing the ringing thing for 2 years now. 2 years straight of just ringing. I don't even hear the ring anymore. Other people hear it, but I don't hear it anymore. It's just background noise. I just put a podcast on and I don't even hear the ring. But the car has cost me nothing. It is the opposite of a money pit. It just keeps running. It never breaks down. It never has problems that cost money. It just has normal wear and tear, which are tires, battery, and gas. It never breaks. It's fantastic. And everyone thinks that the car is on its last leg, and it probably is, but it's like the guy who's got a million problems, but just keeps going and then lives to 90 years old. It's great. But anyway, so I'm imagining 60,000 of my current bank account will probably go into the house. So I still probably am going to owe like 110,000 on it total. And I think I can get that paid off in 3 to 5 years. I make $48,000 before taxes, so probably $40,000 after taxes. But I save 85% of my money. And as you guys already know, I work for a chicken plant, so I get unlimited food for as basically dirt prices. I get 40 pounds of chicken for $5. So food is not a problem for me ever. The drinks, as I mentioned, with the whole SodaStream thing, it's cheap enough where it's not very expensive at all. So I basically live for very, very low amount of money. And then the whole I'm gonna have, a roommate with rent. The rent alone is already gonna pay off quite a bit of the mortgage. And the thing is, I know I can get my sister to live on the second floor of the house, which is just a tiny attic. My sister is not well off right now. She is really, really bad with money. Like, she's like the worst person you've ever met with money. Anyways, I'm thinking of getting her to move into my house and then only charging her $300 a month. Plus like electricity. Like, it will start out as half internet and half electricity and water, and then it will move to a third when we get another roommate who will hopefully pay $700 a month for the first floor. I'm gonna live in the basement. Game dev, I pick it up. There's no shipping. I pick it up. I work at the chicken plant. I just pick it up. So I'm really thinking I can get this house paid off within 3 to 5 years. And then after that, I don't know. My whole entire life, I've planned up to paying off a house. I've never planned past paying off a house. Most people my age, their life goal is to pay off the house and then have kids and whatnot. And I'm going to have that in 3 to 5 years. And I'm currently 30, so 35. Well, I have no idea how. The thing is, it'll spoil by the time it gets shipped to somebody else. I mean, some good alternatives for getting real cheap food. If you guys live near Giant Eagle, I don't know if all Giant Eagles are doing it, but I know that our Giant Eagles have started doing it. There's an app. It's called Flash Foods. The way this app works, again, it's called Flash Foods. The way the app works is the food that's going to expire, like has, like 2-3 days left, they'll put it on Flash Foods for half off. So you can essentially, like, let's say, do what I do. Sometimes do what I do. I see like pork chops on there. I'll buy these pork chops at half price, and then I'll make them in a few days or even a week later, because I'm gonna put it in the freezer. So I mean, it's gonna be fine for more than the expiration date. So there's plenty of ways to live cheaply. Right now, the McDonald's is crazy. McDonald's, I don't understand how they're doing this, but I don't know if you guys follow sports, but the Cleveland Cavaliers is our area's team. Right now, McDonald's is doing this thing where if the Cleveland Cavaliers score over 120 points, which right now they have the second best record in the league, so they're scoring 120 points a lot. They scored 120 points last night. You get a free fry. Free large fry. No purchase necessary. I literally did that today. I after work, I literally went to McDonald's. I went on the app. I got the free fry, and then I went in the drive-thru and I got the free fry. Like, and the thing is, like, most of them don't have free stuff, but most of them have free with purchase stuff. Like, for instance, Wendy's and McDonald's, if you use their app, they'll have free fry with purchase, and the purchase can be as low as $1. Wendy's doesn't have anything for $1, but McDonald's, no, actually, McDonald's doesn't have anything for $1 either, except for the drink. Depending on your area, you can get a drink and then just get the free fry. Oh boy, we're getting really close to Brock time finally. Damn, we had a 30-minute Brock last time. We could save a lot of time. But anyways, just like look into the apps. The best apps with deals, like daily deals, is McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Arby's, and Dairy Queen. They have deals on their app all the time. You could save a load of money by using the apps. And they will be there. They will be in all areas, I would assume the United States and probably even other countries. But if you use apps, you will save money. Like, you just will. You just have to figure it out. There's another app. As I just mentioned with the Flash Foods thing, where they sell food that's been like 2 or 3 days left to expiration date. There's another app called Too Good To Go. It's restaurants, like restaurants that have food on the counters, you know, like food on display. Too Good To Go sells the food that's like the end of the day food. You know, like for instance, you go to your, I don't know if you can think of a good example would be Sbarro, you know, like a pizza store that sells by the slice. All right, you go on Too Good To Go and you can buy the pizza. The pizza, they're the end of the day pizza. So you go at like 7 to 9 p.m. or whatever, but it's a random selection. You don't get to pick. So one day you might get, I don't know, pizza you don't like. So be it. It's 70% off. You know, it's worth the risk at 70% off. Uh-oh. 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 I don't think I saved. God. 29% accuracy. I think I would have hit some of those. But yeah, so just figure out the apps. Like just kind of browse around the food apps. You will save loads and loads of money. Because food costs you so much money. You will save so much money by just looking around. See what's available out there. All right, I want to see how much Leech Life does in Abide. Okay, that's what I thought. I was pretty sure Leech Life did the whole opposite thing. You take life from them, you gain life, but the gain life opposites out the took life, so it's not actually that much life lost. Okay, the run has officially started. Oh man, we're only 1 minute ahead of the previous run. That's crazy. That's basically just the trainers in the forest is the time we saved. It's crazy how consistent Pokemon is. Like, we trained to level 20 last run. We trained to level 20 this run, which you'd think, oh, hey, there's a whole bunch of, you know, Metapod luck. And then you think, oh, man, if only I can get a whole bunch of Metapods this run, I could do things so much faster. And then you're like, oh, I guess it all evens itself out when you train 30 minutes of training. Yeah, if you have a Pokemon where you need to train like 5 levels in the forest, the Metapod luck is a thing. But when you train all the way to level 20, boy, the Metapod luck is not really a thing. It really evens itself out. I have to catch a Pidgey, not a Spearow. The reason why is if I fail the Pokeball, then I don't die from Peck. Just because I'm level 21 doesn't mean a level 7 Spearow can't knock me out in one hit. Or 2. I've already got one embarrassing reset against a Pidgey. I don't need a second embarrassing reset. I don't know how many of these trainers I should do. I'm going to make sure to pick up this extra potion, though. Oh, hey, Paris. That's really helpful. Get in the ball. Okay, I'm running out of balls. Get in the ball. Thank you. Nice. All right, can I knock out a Zubat level 10? No! There are so few Pokemon that can knock out a Zubat level 10. They can usually knock out Zubat up to 9, but boy, 10. 10 is a whole different Zubat. Wow. There's usually not this many Geodudes. Okay, so level 10 Zubats are a range. Normally, I see like 3 Geodudes. I've already seen like 6. Okay. As long as I don't get hit by Supersonic, I'm happy. Okay, we're good. The last time I defeated Misty before doing Rival 2, I think I might do the same thing this time. I don't think Misty was all that hard at all. And an extra level would be very beneficial. Looks like I'll probably get to 24. Goldeen could be a little scary, though. The HM animation. Yeah, I know, right? It's a little thing that I really drilled game dev for. I was like, man, it needs to move. It must move. The Gen 2 ones don't move because it wasn't really built in the game. But I think we literally went into the game's code and we like just took it. Like we just took it straight from the game. How dare you X-Defend? Not cool. One fully paralyzed. It was all worth it. I did it mostly for the speed thing, but, you know, getting fully paralyzed is an added bonus. All right. All right, if I recall from last run, we need some extra super potions for... Really, Sand Attack? We need some extra super potions at some point for the cycling road. Wow, that's a lot of misses. Oh, critical hit. Critical hit Ember. I'm curious if that would have mattered. I know Paris is so weak to fire that, like, any amount of fire that touches Paris might as well be a death sentence. Oh, okay. I think the crit did matter. All right, this guy has a Weedle, so I can leech life his Weedle. All right, I think the next guy has a Nidoran. Yeah, I can leech life the Nidoran. I can't remember what this next person has. I think it's 2 Nidorans. No, this is the one with the Ekans, but it's fine. I can leech life the Ekans. next one might be the one with the 2 Nidorans on. The 3rd and the 4th trainer I never really memorize. No, there's just bad memory. The first 2 though, the first 2 I know, and the last one on Nugget Bridge I know. The 3rd and 4th trainer though is just a mystery. All right, after this guy, we're gonna go back and heal to get our PP back. Our PP is kind of low. I'm genuinely curious how close we are to last run. I feel like this run is going better than last run, but we do have 1 reset. More than last run. But I feel like everything has just kind of gone smooth. Maybe it's just because I'm more confident because I know exactly what I need to do and where to do it. There's lesser unknown, which just makes me more confident about the run, but hard to say. Interestingly enough, I could beat that Slowpoke guy real easy with Leech Life. This is 2 Nidoran, girl. Okay. This one's Rattata Nidoran. Rattata Ekans, darn it. I know there's a guy above here. The guy above here's got a Sandshrew and something. I just don't remember what the something is, but this one obviously is always very easy to memorize. Always only have to worry about the Pidgey because of that sand attack. Luckily, we don't have any sort of weakness to grass whatsoever. Not like an Ammonite or a Kabuto. Okay. This time I'll make sure to teach Dig as soon as I get it. I don't think it'll make any sort of difference. Like the only real Pokemon that I could use Dig on that I didn't use it on last time is Raticate. The rest of them fly. All right, I'm just gonna move things around a little bit. There we go. Okay, no sand attack. No sand attack. No sand attack. Perfect. All right, this one's scary because of Peck. No Peck. Although Leer Hyperfang is not the greatest either. Although, now that now that I'm rationally thinking this run out, I know exactly where to heal and get XP at the same time. This Nidoran one? Yes. Okay. I was really worried for... Oh, crap. That's not Leech Life. I was really worried because I know the trainer on the right has got the 2 fire Pokemon. But I can never remember exactly which room is which. The one with fire Pokemon and which one is the one poison Pokemon. I was fairly sure the one with the fire Pokemon was on the end, but now I definitely know. How dare you hit me with Ember? How dare you be 3 speed faster than me? All right. On the bright side, we have 5 potions now, so we are much better shape than last time. Okay. Sand attack miss. You gotta love it. All right, this time heal with leech life. And I think we got the HP to survive an ember. Dust Yankee, I'm going to go ahead and say the over is not looking good. I'm looking real good for the under right now. We saved a minute on Brock. We just saved like 2 minutes on Rival 3 right there. Under looking real good. I don't know exactly where I am compared to last run, but I must be doing good. At some point, I need to start playing the run consecutively on my top monitor and playing it in game at the same time, so that way I can see in like real time how much time I'm saving. I've only done that a few times, and I don't know why I don't do it more. Nice Thunder Shock, perfect. You mean possibly signing Aaron Rodgers? I don't think, unless it happened today, I'm pretty sure they have not signed Aaron Rodgers yet. But what would I think of if they did? I'd be okay with it. Basically the same as last year. They're gonna be like 10-7, 11-6. Or worst case scenario, 9-8. Oh, if we have Rudolph ceiling, our ceiling's 9, our floor is like 6 with Rudolph. It would be a real miracle to get our way up to 9 wins. Rudolph's your classic backup quarterback. Rudolph can get you 3 wins in 5 games. Or even 4 games. But you don't want to play Rudolph more than 5 games. If you have to play Rudolph for more than 5 games, they're going to figure out his tells. They're going to figure out exactly what to do. They're going to figure out his weaknesses. And Rudolph's going to get screwed. Which is exactly what happened in Tennessee. Rudolph was starting as the starter for too long. And they figured him out. And then he sucked. But as a backup quarterback, Rudolph's pretty good. Rudolph is one of those classic will not throw the game. He will not win you the game, but he will not throw the game. Here's the thing about Rodgers. He looked washed on the Jets because the Jets suck. The Jets always suck. The Jets have a history of sucking. The Jets have a culture of sucking. The Jets walk around and have bad tendencies. The Jets are a terrible organization. If you walk around losers that have bad habits, those losers and their bad habits will rub off on you. It's almost a fact, basically, that if you hang around people who are deadbeats and losers, they'll rub off on you, and you will essentially not put in maximum effort. And it all starts with the coach. If the coach doesn't care, why should the players care? And if the players don't care, then why do the players who do care? You know, it starts from the bottom down, or top down. Yeah, I understand, but that's what people said about Aaron Rodgers the 2 years he got the MVPs back to back. People thought he was washed those years. The years he won the 2 MVPs back to back. So I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers is like Tom Brady. That would be sacrilegious to say Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers in the same sentence as Tom Brady, as far as like effort and like how good they are. But if there's anybody who I think can play at 42, I would say Aaron Rodgers over Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, his best quality was running. And he couldn't run anymore. And when people figured out that he couldn't run anymore, he sucked. Like the first several games, he ran a little bit, so he confused the defenses, and then he stopped running altogether, and that's when he sucked ass. Is when people realized that he was not going to run for first downs anymore. Oops. Essentially, Russell Wilson had a tell, and his tell was not wanting to get hit. And don't get me wrong, Aaron Rodgers has the same problem. The very same problem. The only difference is Russell Wilson doesn't have the accuracy Aaron Rodgers has. So, basically, if we have Aaron Rodgers, I think we're pretty much in the same position as when we had Russell Wilson. If we have Mason Rudolph, we're boned. We're boned. It could possibly even be Mike Tomlin's first losing season. Why do I have 16 repels? Am I stupid? I must be stupid. I must have bought the repels twice. All right. You guys remember the problem I was having with the Gaslies being faster than me? I figured out what to do. I figured out how to be faster than the Gaslies. First of all, we get this rare candy before doing tower. So we get to battle this Raticate and Zubat. Second of all, we go do Erica first. But not just Erica, the trainer before Erica as well. Oops. The trainer that gives a lot of XP before Erica, we'll go do her as well. We have to get over 46 speed. If we don't get 46 speed, actually, we need 2 levels. You know what? We should probably do more than just this training. We should probably battle all the trainers that have fully evolved Pokemon in here. This training is just as fast as doing the one on Cycling Road. At least doing the fully evolved ones. So, we'll do the fully evolved ones. I need to save some leech lives for Erica herself. She's not one-shots. Not all one-shots. Aw, darn. Okay, we need 45. Oh, we need another level? Ooh, okay. That's fine. I did say 2. Alright, this girl... Oh, she's the bad one. Darn it. Wait, are they both the bad one? Or the other one's the one with the Weepin' Bell, right? I'm not crazy. This other trainer to the left of her, she's got the Weepin' Bell, right? Yeah, okay. All right, between Erica and Rival 5, we should definitely get over 45 speed now. And that didn't cost us much time at all. The trainer left of here, I'm fairly confident she sucks. Interesting. I never considered being wrapped to death. The Giants just don't want to be last. I don't understand why the Giants won't tank this year. But as a guy who is both a Steelers and a Browns fan, I'm perfectly fine with the Giants doing this because that's one less person for Arch Manning to compete with, or like for the Browns to hopefully get Arch Manning. I think the Browns are going to have like a 2-win season this year. Maybe 3 wins. The Browns are really when the Browns want to lose, the Browns will lose. So I can almost guarantee that if the Browns do not draft a quarterback this year, then the Browns are tanking. And if the Browns are tanking, then the Browns will not get 4 wins. They just won't. If there's anything the Browns are good at, it's sucking. So if the Browns want to suck, they will suck. You've seen the Browns trying. The Browns trying their best is 9 wins, maybe 10. So, I'm perfectly happy with the Giants essentially throwing away their whole season. And throwing away a chance at a good quarterback. Okay, if I do recall, though, the Gasly's on the top floor. The Gasly's on the top floor are faster than these Gasly's. And I did not level up. So I should probably save. All right, how much faster? 45 versus 47. Okay. Well, that means it's speed tie. Okay. And what about the second Gasly? How fast are you? Also 47. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, I just realized I have 2 Pokeballs. That was really stupid. So I double bought the Super Repels and I double bought the Pokedolls. Okay, well, I don't want this to waste inventory space, so I'm going to get rid of it immediately. Oh, you know what? While I was there, I probably should have got rid of Mega Drain. I honestly believed Leech Life was going to knock that out. All right, we're coming up on a training spot. We're getting real close to the. All right, I'm gonna buy the super potions now. All right, buy like 6 super potions and 2 antidotes. All right, we're damaged. All right, this time we're gonna battle more trainers. Oh, I just realized I don't have Swords Dance. I don't think I need Swords Dance yet. It just dawned on me that might not have the EP to get through here. I might have to use an elixir at some point. I can't believe that just happened. I mean, I guess it's a good thing I just spent a whole bunch of money, but At this point, money just doesn't really matter. I added the reset though. All right, we're skipping that trainer. That trainer below. That trainer is just, it's not worth it. At this point, Leech Life. Leech Life is just not good, apparently. Okay. This guy. All right, please knock them out. You know what I probably should have done? I outspeed all of these. I probably should have gotten Swords Dance. And I probably should have spored them. Okay. Okay. I could probably lose to this guy too, honestly. Okay. Growth, no thank you. Oh, we need to be 63 speed for Koga. I just remembered that. 7 digs for 5 Pokemon. Perfect. All right. Looks like we can take a Carbos. Oh crap. All right, we can take a Carbos at this point. Still. I mean, Sylph Carbos is not going to be useful, but oh, we just got 2 speed from that Carbos. Nice. Oops. All right, we still have to get to 63, so do as much training as we can. Once we get to 63, though, it's basically minimum battles from there. Actually, this is exactly where I want to be. I screwed that one up. Okay, I got 2 digs. That's fine. It just means that we'll immediately go to the 9th floor once we get the key. Oh, she's faster than me? Okay. I don't know why I just said she. Arbok, I just assumed was a girl for some reason. All right, to the 9th floor. We still have to skip this trainer, though. Ah, yes. Good, good, good. I love that glitch. It amazes me that glitch, it just keeps happening. It really just does not feel like it should happen, and it just keeps happening. Great. For anybody that doesn't know, you're wondering how I didn't battle that trainer? Check this out. How did I get past him if I was able to that? Apparently his line of sight doesn't show up until he spawns. And you can round that corner before he spawns. It's absolutely insane. Stupid, really. I think it spawns. It could be for some other reason, but regardless, he doesn't see that spot immediately. All right, move set is now finalized. I don't know how many sword stances I really need, but I figured if it was asleep, I might as well just set up 2. Okay, now that we've done the 7th floor, I guess we'll go to the 2nd floor. Oops. All right, I got to be really careful about PP. I need to save my body slams for all the flyers. Do I still have that PP up? I never picked it up. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have 14 digs. This trainer's got all poison Pokemon. The next trainer that I'm going to battle has all poison or has all electric Pokemon. So, not really worried. Although, we need to go get more PP soon. Now that the 2nd floor is about to be completed, we will go and do the 5th floor. After stopping by the 9th. Fifth floor should have 2 trainers to battle still. This guy, oops. This guy with the Hypno. Really? Poison gas? Okay, well, I have 1 antidote. I was going to get rid of it, but now you gave me an opportunity to use it. All right, so that's the 5th floor. We've already done the 7th. I don't remember what's on the 6th. I don't remember what's on the 6th, the 4th, or the 8th. I want to do 4 next. I think this 4 probably not good. Right, we're at 61 speed. We still have to do the trainers in Koga's gym. So that will probably be 1 level. So we only need 1 more level after this. Okay, so that's 6. Or well, now we're on the 6th. Oh, did I not do the 10th? I think I skipped the 10th again. Yep. Yep. Get so caught up on all of the other floors, I forgot about this one. The most important floor. And don't need the Carbos. Get the rare candy. This guy's got electric Pokemon. Okay, well, this guy's awful. All right, so this is the 10th. We'll go to the 9th after... No, the 8th. 9, 8. Oh, this 8th guy's pretty good. Okay. Okay, now we can head to Koga's gym. Now that we're 63, we should get 1 level on the way to Koga. If we don't get it, we'll just keep battling trainers in his gym until we do get it. I'm pretty sure I'll one-shot sweep all of these, but I will not be faster than the Kadabra, so that's unfortunate. I think Kadabra's got like 70. Yeah, 70-something speed. Oh, we got a max potion. Actually, we probably won't get there. Probably have to do one more trainer. 1900? Yeah, we definitely will not get there. Well, just one's going to have to be good enough. All right, I should hopefully be faster than both of these. If this were poison powder, I'd be really pissed about that, but since it's spore, it doesn't really matter. All right. Super potion, just try and get rid of those. I only saved because of the chance I get hit by smoke screen. Now that I know I'll outspeed everything, smoke screen is the only thing I was scared of. Especially since this Weezing doesn't have like defense curl or anything like that. Oh, and look how close we are to a level up. That means we can do the rival right now. I was going to do a trainer or two to get to this spot of XP. But it looks like I got there. Unfortunately, I don't think I battled the trainer on the 3rd. So I need to go through the 5th floor to get where I want to go. All right. Got to start with the spore this time. Because it will basically knock me out with wing attack. Or it won't knock me out because it won't get a crit this time. All right, spore. Sword. Sword. And sword. All right, we should outspeed everything but Kadabra now. Alakazam. Oh, actually, we do outspeed Alakazam. Perfect. Booyah. Well, we just saved some Rival 5 time. Under's looking great. We're at 7 rare candies. That means 1 candy by the boulder and 2 candies by the mansion. So we're good. We have all the rare candies. I don't need to worry about them. Speed said we can get to 63 for Rival 6. 64 is too much. I got a crit. I'm only using Body Slam because it's just that much faster. With 3 Swords Dances, it should just be much faster. And look how close we are to a level up again. I could set up on the Mr. Mime. Oh, actually, no, I won't. I will not be able to set up on the Mr. Mime. I'm actually screwed. Mr. Mime's not going to give me, or Kadabra's not going to give me 1700 XP. Yep. Venomoth, I am slower than. Psywave miss. Perfect. Knew something had to go my way. Right, Sabrina's been taken care of. Now we gotta go get strength. I'm curious how many people thought the 2 minutes that I added to the over-under was going to make it go under. Because as it currently sits, it's 67% on over. It's looking like we're gonna get under. You expect a 1 hour 50 with a badge boosting Pokemon with a sleep move? That's on you. I think the worst Pokemon with a sleep move is probably Tangela, because it gets sleep move at like 50 or 40, like late 40s. But usually a sleep move all but guarantees some consistency. Sleep move plus badge boost is just great. I agree. It is Paris. It is slow as dirt, slow as molasses. But just like Squirtle, the figuring out where to level up is half the run. This is true. This is true, Annie. This is very, very true. And you know what? We could still lose a shitload of time on the champion. Remember, we still need the Alakazam to do nothing, and we need the Pidgeot to do nothing. Like, nothing. Like, they need to essentially... They need to give up their turn. Because I'm pretty sure I would die to a... I would die to... Really... I don't know if I would die to Psychic or not, but I will definitely die to Sky Attack. I think essentially what I'm saying is I could die to a Wing Attack plus a Psychic. A Wing Attack plus a Psychic, or a Wing Attack plus a Psybeam. So I have to have one thing go my way. One thing. I need them to use Reflect. I need them to use why did I just do that? I need them to use Reflect. I need them to use Sky Attack and stay asleep when I hit them with Spore. I need one thing to go my way in the battle with the champion. Oh, Austin, you'd be so proud of me. I got speed to show up and tell me exactly what XP I need to be for the end game to not level up on Charizard. It's great. I can't use the XP router myself. I had to have speed use it for me, because I'm not using the what's it called? I'm using the non-depreciated mapper, so I can't use the XP router. But Speed was able to do it for me, so it was great. Fantastic. He literally probably knocked off 4 minutes off this run with that calculation. Yeah. Scott said he was going to mention something to that person. I never heard back from Scott. And looky there, we're going to be 63, which is perfect. 63 after candies. So basically, we use the candies and we just forget. We forget about battling. Oh, no, sorry. We use the candies. We then battle the 2 trainers. We battle the trainer with the Chansey, and we battle the trainer with the water Pokemon, and then we won't level up on the last guy. The champion. Well, to be fair, it was told to me that the new mapper was the future. It was the future of mappers. So I was like, okay, well, I have to get ahead of everybody, so I'm gonna set it up, or well, game dev was gonna set it up for me with the new mapper, and then all hell broke loose. I think the Alakazam's still faster. Yeah. Oh my god, I survived. Nice. 4 HP remaining. All right, let's use one of our max potions. Actually, let's just use the rest of the super potions. It looks like I need one space in my inventory anyways. All right, so we got to beat those 2 trainers in the Elite Four. Or, I mean, Victory Road. We only need... We got 12 minutes remaining, which is fantastic. We're way looking good for the over-under. We do not pick up this rare candy because Speed apparently decided it was not worth attempting to calculate what it would look like if I just grabbed this candy. Instead, we were just battling the 2 trainers. Dang it. Killing it though. Last time we had 15 resets by the end of the run. We are currently at 4, so doing good. And one of those resets is against a Pidgey. A freaking Pidgey. Because I could not run away from Pidgey. Literally, because it was a level 5 Pidgey in the wild that I could not run away from. Pidgey was just too fast at level 5. No! Oh, no. Oh, no. I know that this guy is approximately the difference in the 2 trainers. Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe I did that. I was looking so good. I was so happy. Held A just a little too long. Well, I mean, I shouldn't have held A at all, actually. There was a little room for error in XP. There was a little room for error because we were going to level up after Alakazam. Maybe thanks to that that Mr. Mime, we might now level up after Pidgeot. Hey, we didn't get frozen this time. Yay! Baby steps. That happened to us last time. We got frozen because the Jinx is faster than us. Oops. I'm not taking any risks. Just set up the full time. Interesting. Used high jump kick when it's resisted instead of I think it has mega kick or oh well. All right, this battle is one of those like decider battles. Perfect. I'm only doing this for speed. Actually, now that I think about it, the speed was irrelevant. Well, it's not irrelevant. It allowed me to outspeed the Haunter, I guess. And possibly the Arbok, but definitely not this Gengar. Regardless, I had a reset last time on her too, so that's good. Okay. Leer. Interesting. I don't know why I use dig. It's full setup. Full setup should be body slam. It'll wreck. Oh, critical hit takedown. Ouch. Okay. That's why I was not supposed to set up on the Aerodactyl. Or not. That's why you don't set up on the Gyarados, is so you can outspeed. Okay. Well, that's funny. Perfect. Get you out of the way. Now we set up so that way we can outspeed. Nope. Stop waking up. There we go. Now we outspeed everything. Except Aerodactyl, of course. Why must this Aerodactyl crit? I understand it's oh my god. No way! 4%! Unbelievable. I have half my resets on Lance. This is crazy. I mean, I understand one of them was my fault for not setting myself up to outspeed, but still, ouch. The Aerodactyl's crit twice now. 3 times now. The Aerodactyl is a crit machine. All right, 3,000 XP. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we'll all right, I think we'll level up after the Alakazam this time. We're still on pace for winning. All right, you can't wake up. You cannot wake up. Thank you. All right, reflect, please. Okay, not crit. Thank you. Okay, you woke up immediately. All right, we should probably just not spore it next time. Okay, we need to get to like 150 speed, or like 162. That's perfect. All right, we should outspeed the Charizard. And scene. 125.01. Couldn't get exactly 124.59, but oh well. I don't like rounding up anyways. Lance was a little wishy-washy, and then the whole thing in the victory road, that I probably could have knocked off 2 minutes by not screwing up the ending so badly, but still, it's Paris. 125. It's not bad. All right, let's see what this puts us on the leaderboard. 125 puts us, oh my god, exactly where I thought it would be. I said it would be like in the Psyduck Pikachu range, and what do you know? It's right there at Pikachu. Well, also Dratini. I didn't say out loud Dratini, but it also felt like a Pikachu, Dratini, Psyduck. Those are all Pokemon that have in common where you need to be level 20 to beat Brock. So it's really funny how Pokemon is just that consistent. You look at the tier and you're like, oh, interesting. They all have in common that we need level 20 Brock. I think Growlithe, though, is a little bit faster Brock, but Growlithe's got harder other places. Growlithe also slow level up group, so that has a lot against it. And Dratini is not exactly level 20 Brock, but it's level 14 3/4 Brock, which is basically level 20 because it's in the slow level up group. But regardless, I knew it would be down there with those Pokemon. That's why my original over-under was 127. And you know what? We pretty much got right around where I thought it'd be. The important thing is everybody who voted over was wrong, and that's all that matters. But anyways, thank you guys for joining in on today's stream. I appreciate it very much. We will be back again on Saturday, where we are going to be playing... I already forgot, so that's why I gotta look it up. We are going to be playing Hatterene, a Pokemon I have never heard of before, and I'm sure I mispronounced. So I'll be happy to figure out what the stats are and what the moves are by Saturday, because that's gonna be interesting. I remember Ike being like, "Oh, this is gonna be a really interesting run," when he said it out loud. And then Ike thinks every run is gonna be interesting, but it's always fun, always fun. Ike's a great sport. Love him. Anyways, see you guys on Saturday. Good night.